To all the people that are watching this, you probably have better things to do with your time, but I appreciate your...
The
What do you
0
mean?
people, yes.
I'm watching.
Well, the people that are watching this are probably people that already know what happened. We're just watching it again.
Indeed. Alright,
I'm back.
welcome back. We're
Welcome
just
back.
waiting on Myth.
Mm.
Setting going, just making sure it's set at the certain time, making sure everything's running correctly.
I could tell you so many stories.
Please do. My 70-year-old ass looking back through all his D&D games with nostalgia will appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. I am excited to play a character that is not Arlo.
What do you mean? Arlo's great.
Arlo's great. Arlo has lots of charisma. Me, myself, does not.
Oh, that's why I never play high charisma characters. As much as I like warlocks and hexblades, I can't do it because I am a bump on a log.
I love paladins. I hate that I have to play a charismatic character when I play a paladin.
That's what I'm running into the issue with Soren. He's got above average charisma at 14, I believe. So I have to try to reflect that in my speaking manners.
You just have to be likable.
That's hard for him.
Somehow, Soren is likable. He turned into the main
That's cold.
character. Soren's the reason we're in Drenix somehow. I don't know.
We're going to Drenix. We're going to meet your family. We're going to have a fantastic time. We're going to have some nice food.
Why did no one join?
Find myself a waifu.
No one followed Parley's shadow ass to the fucking Wandering Wilds.
How much effort did Barley put in getting people to join?
Absolutely zero.
That's the next campaign.
I'm pretty sure he's happy that none of these joined.
Harley's just like, all is right in the world. I'm on my own, doing my thing.
Yeah, genuinely, how I imagine it.
As far as paladins go, I love the aesthetic of the Oath of the Watchers, the new one in Tasha's Guide. But mechanically, I hate it. It's not cool until level 20.
I have to admit that aesthetics are important.
They
Yeah.
are.
I'm also just working on audio levels on my side, make sure you all can be heard, I can be heard, and the music can be heard without drowning everyone out.
Watcher's Will is good. This is weird. A paladin.
Why are you showing us cursed cats, Soren?
That's what I feel right now.
What the fuck?
The rules channel.
Alright, music has been turned up. So I'm checking that now.
What did I do in the rules channel? I didn't do anything in the rules channel. Oh, I posted a ping. That's what I did. I was, January of this year. Holy shit.
Do, 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 do.
It's la 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 la. What was the name? Tolvash, Jamie.
He cannot make it now.
Jamie is in not in London, but Derbyshire for his mother's
Where
birthday.
he's not playing D&D. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Who is Tenpai?
Tenpai is an individual who is playing in our group.
Is
this
that
time around.
New
Pingu
people.
or a different one? Oh, Pingu is a different one. So Tenpai is
Pingu-
also new.
Yeah, Tenpai is also new. Tenpai
turtle, isn't
raided in Final Fantasy with us for a short period of time and is a wonderful person.
Very sweet.
Oh, that's
Very
lovely.
sweet man.
He's very cool. He is a big into fighting games.
I wish I was good at fighting games. I'm only good at League of Legends.
He is
like a
fantastic
card.
at fighting games, but if you ask him, he'll tell you that he's not. And I'm
Even though he
inclined to
showed us his
disagree.
trophies that
Yeah,
he's
he's
won.
literally got trophies from competitions.
That's
It's a
embarrassing
curse.
for him.
I've got trophies from like local gaming competitions and like back when I played Halo 3 competitively.
I have a single trophy, and it is a patch from when I was in Cub Scouts for marksmanship with a bow and arrow.
Nice.
I have a degree.
That's a trophy.
Fucking flex.
Definitely
Jesus.
trophy.
I have. Well, listen, I can't say I have any of those, so I have a certificate. Does that count?
I joke around with my degree, and I'm gonna leave science to do art. So yeah, who's really winning?
You're
Hey,
doing
listen,
art
you're
based in
blending the two.
science. Shut up. You're doing art based in science.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah,
using your
so-
degree more than I ever
And you
use
didn't
mine.
go to school in the US, so you're not in loads of debt.
That's true.
True. Big.
I'm still in loads of debt, and I went in the UK.
Hey,
Well,
you're welcome, it.
Always be worse.
But
Yeah.
your thesis is really cool, Kelly.
Thank
What was
you.
about the criminal justice system in Batman?
It's
This cursed,
prisons and comics, yeah.
Oh.
this cursed
Kel-
cat video is pretty good. I'm not gonna
It's very good. Kelly, I will say you may be in debt, but at least you don't have to worry about going wildly into debt if you break a toe.
That's true. I do have the
lie.
NHS.
I have insurance. Ha!
And you better fight to keep it, because I know there's a bunch of idiots over there who seem to think that America's doing healthcare correctly.
Oh god. I looked up like how much it costs for like asthma inhalers, and I was like, oh god, I'd be broke.
Oh yeah, I genuinely haven't gone to see a doctor, with the exception of getting my COVID shots. I haven't seen a doctor in probably half a decade.
If you make less than like $30,000 a year, you could probably easily get on the healthcare.gov insurance
Nope.
plan for like $10 a month.
I cannot, believe it or not. I make too much money,
Unfortunate.
and I live with my parents.
That's
Loser.
why you lie about it.
I
How-
cannot afford to live on my own in this cursed country.
That's really shit.
Yeah, it
I
really is.
somehow can. I somehow have managed to live on my own ever since I was 16. I don't know how I do it.
Yeah, I make $13 an hour and work seasonally.
Hmm. I can imagine seasonal makes it pretty difficult.
Yeah, it does. It's one of those things, like, I don't know, even when I was working food service, like,
I
'cause that's-
bartend.
yeah, well, yeah, see, you bartend, so you probably can make a decent
Year
I've
round
got a-
in a college town, it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, you're doing all right. I've got a buddy who bartends in Boulder, and he pulls in, like, I don't know, he was saying he pulls in, like, $3,000 a month just bartending, and I'm just like, God, I wish that were me.
It depends on like the season, but yeah.
Yeah, he works at a really nice Mexican restaurant in downtown Boulder, and he works in their upstairs bar, and so that place is always busy.
My rent is also dirt cheap because I have 2 roommates.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is when I moved to Idaho, the idea was like, oh, Idaho rent is cheap in Idaho, and then a bunch of Californians started selling their houses and moving here to retire, which resulted in rent skyrocketing, every available house being bought up to become an Airbnb so that people could live in an Airbnb for an absurd amount of money while they were waiting to have their own house built, because there's
What
a lot
the
of
fuck?
construction going on. Rent. So when I first moved here to live in a studio apartment in Boise, it was around $550 a month.
It's whack. I pay. Okay,
Now
I
it
found
is-
I-
Now it's almost
you're gonna hate
1,000.
You're going to hate me. I found a 4-bedroom, 3-bath for like $860 a month in Athens, Georgia last year, and I have
Mhm.
not let it go. I am gripping this with iron fingers, and I am never letting this place go because it's a nice house, 4-bedroom, a 3-bath for $860 a month.
Speaking of
So,
not letting things go, hey, look, it's more D&D time. Very
It
bad
is
segue.
Yay!
Nice.
Myth,
You did it.
very good D&D time.
You did it.
are you here, Myth? Or like in sense of audio?
My mic wasn't
There you
fucking
go.
working.
All right.
I don't know why it does that.
That's good. All right, so I'm just going to go down to checklist. Myth, are you here?
Uh-huh.
Zen, are you here?
Yep.
Kelly, are you here?
Yes.
Liza, are you here?
Yep.
Osha, are you
Ar-
here?
Arlo's climbing a tree.
Okido, you are here. Briggs, are you here?
Yes.
All right. It's been several months since Citsan was reclaimed and saved by the very new adventurers who became heroes. It has been a hard time for Citsan in the following months. While economically they have had a great advantage due to the many and vast ruins that dot its landscapes, its military strength, due to the difficulties of monsters and creatures within the forest still, and the lingering effects on the people around it, has made their military might weak. Despite the best efforts by the songstress, who has used the god Umais and his powers to act as boons, Citsan is in a very peculiar state right now, between 3 massive powerhouses, and is trying to find a foot of its own. Due to this, and due to some events done due to the Ashworth family and trading tides, several veiled knights have been sent to Drenix in a sort of exchange program. We tune in now to our heroes, some old, some new, traveling from Citsan to Drenix for their own purposes. Some are traveling to go somewhere else, others are going back to their families, and even still, more are going there to prove their country's worth. We see 6 figures walking the dusky roads of Citsan, nearing the border between Citsan and Drenix to the east. While the trees have started to recover, in the sense that new sproutlings have started to form, the old and dreary landscape still dots the horizon as petrified trees and their branches act as a canopy. You 6 arrive at the border. While it is as manned as it can be, it fails to meet the match of Drenix across the bridge. The 2 guards on the ground level turn and salute to you 6 as you arrive, and a man wearing veiled armor of black and gray turns as well. He is one of the few veiled knights who've passed the tests during these past few months as the order is being remade. And he is someone that Soren and Azrael know from their training. He is Rodrin. Aye. So you made it? Hope the trip wasn't too bad.
Yeah, now that all the monsters are kind of gone.
We had a splendid trip.
Can I ask a question? Why Soren is a triangle
Yeah.
a rhombus right now?
Why is he
Yeah,
flat?
Soren, are you alright?
Soren is
I have blended into the isometric plane.
there.
I have ascended these mortal coils.
Oh yeah, it's more powers of the veiled knights, I see. I have much training to do.
The power to become 2-dimensional.
Well then.
Heroes is a bit of a strong word, Soren says to the narrator.
Nonsense.
I don't
Soren.
think it's a strong word at all. I think we are very worthy of the title hero, and I'm very excited to go to Drenix and talk to everyone about our adventures. I mean, in my notebook, I have you as hero. Do you want me to scratch it out, Soren? Oh, hello, beautiful, gorgeous, veiled knight. Oh, your armor is so shiny.
How do you know he's gorgeous? He's
He looks like a gorgeous. Everyone is gorgeous in their own way. Oh no, please come close to me. Let's talk like friends.
No, I absolutely agree. Everyone.
Your thirst.
Look at
We have a
this.
deadline to make.
Look how shiny this armor is. You must really take care
incredible.
of it.
Your thirst is
Really
becoming
take care of it.
overwhelming. Arlo,
I am indeed very thirsty, and no one here is doing anything about it.
I have some water for you here.
Here you go. He passes you a missive. This should be all the information that you need going into Drenix to make sure that the procedures go well.
Thank you. She
Looks
will
aside,
put it in her backpack.
sad.
He looks at all
I
the others
looked
here.
at Soren steps over. Procedures? What are those?
I
know
trust you
who
will
I am.
represent our country well.
I'll do my best.
I'm gonna look at Ezra right here and just go, hey, you remember this bridge, right?
I do. There was what didn't the halflings flirt with a god here or something?
It was a druid.
She was a druid, but I'm wondering where she's been off to since things have kind of been on the upswing.
Wait, is she the one that dropped me on top of you guys when I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, no. That was
No.
Yeah.
That was. I don't think that was it. She was.
She dropped other people.
She got sexually harassed by a couple of ding dong.
Wingus and Dingus.
Wingus and Dingus, and then like drugged one and teleported him across the.
I never wanted to say this around them, but where did you find them at? Like,
Listen,
They're my IRL friends.
I was talking in character.
Oh, they were just asking in general. Never mind.
What is IRL?
I'm not shaming their character, like their person. I'm shaming.
You
their
absolutely should shame their characters, though. They were a
100%.
mess.
I'm not shaming them as people. I'm shaming their characters. That's all.
Listen, I'll say this: everybody has their vices.
And I
Wherever they-
definitely have some. So, are you busy?
Hey,
Yes.
no.
We are incredibly understaffed.
We know. You know. We literally set this country up, or we helped to. Come on. Let's go. Let's get this moving. We have a deadline to make.
Okay.
The knights across the bridge have
get
been
it.
made aware of your situation. He looks at Ezrin. Just
Hello.
Present your sigil rings and your papers, and you should be good. At least until you reach the
Hopefully,
capital.
traveling with me will help.
Indeed.
Do I have papers?
You
I
do
have.
now. You do now. You are a purebred Leviathan?
Anything but purebred, I think.
Moldy bread?
Something with a.
God, I could go
Ale.
for some good bread.
Again, thank you all for what you have done for our land, and I wish you safe travels. As you know, you are welcome to come back at any point, where lands and homes await.
Well, that's Tog's home now, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind me swinging by.
A firm nod. He then
All
looks
right,
over his
I'm
shoulder
gonna.
at the border, and as you guys can see, I'll zoom out for the on the stream point of view, but this has become a definite border. And before, Citsan was viewed as a wilderness of death and decay, and was its own natural border for Drenix. But now that it has become its own country, Drenix has upped its defense here, and as you can see, Citsan has responded. It is. You can get a sense that there's really no open hostility, but both sides are eyeing each other up. A new country and an old one, viewing each other for strength.
I'm fairly certain Drenix had no plans to expand into this really shitty forest. So
Indeed.
Less shitty now.
Less shitty,
it's
very
still,
less
it's
shitty
still
now.
kind of shitty. It's still kind of shitty.
It's a nice forest. It just, you know,
It's
it
my
just needs a
home.
little bit of little touching up. It'll get there.
It's filled
So-
with unspeakable horrors left over from the calamity that affected
Not
this.
anymore.
Didn't they disappear?
We
No,
killed
they're
them
still there.
all.
The
They're still
bigger
there.
ones could no longer survive here, but there are still corrupted beasts. But the thing is, they're not as powerful, and that whole level gate thing, where like the stronger you were, the more things would attack you, that no longer exists. So it's way more manageable for like stronger people to hold and defend the country.
So
Yeah,
before
but
I
I'm a-
forget, Brittany opens a little pouch and takes out a few tiny cards. So there's Constellations. It's a splendid tea shop. You should definitely go if you're in Citsan.
I know.
You
I've
two
been
go.
there.
Where did you get the
Oh.
business cards?
I am an artist. I made these. Willow wouldn't let me leave before I made 100 business cards.
Marketing, baby.
Well, perhaps you should give those to the Knights of Drenix, because everyone in Citsan knows of the constellations by now.
I appreciate that. I'll definitely give them to the Drenix Knight.
I
It's
am out
all
of
about
salt
word of
vinegar.
mouth, baby. It's all about word of mouth.
Speaking of mouths, let's close ours and continue through the border.
I don't know. My allergies are pretty bad today. I can't breathe through my nose.
Maybe
I'll
it's
nod
better-
as they walk by.
He will nod back, and then the
I wanna-
guards and the knight will take back up their posts.
I want to stop in the middle of this bridge, and I want to look around. Do I see the druid that stopped us on our way in here the first time?
You do not.
What was
I'm
their
going-
name?
That is something you would have to remember.
It would be. Well, Arlo's a
Cry
dipshit,
says,
and
"I don't
so am
fucking
I."
know."
Yeah,
No, I
shit,
know. I'm
have
not gonna remind names though, because that's something.
I have a new notebook. This is just a D&D themed notebook. Hold on, let me open this back up.
If
You
only I
have a
had my
notebook?
notes. My notes are gone. My computer had to be reformatted.
Oh no.
You may roll an intelligence check in character, and I will remind you of their title.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Ezreal wasn't there for that. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have a title that I don't remember.
Where did I put my Penumbra's Ember notebook? Oh no,
Hold
Penny,
on.
where did I put my notebook?
What is roll? How do I tool?
Remember, click your
No.
token and make sure you have the selection
Right-click.
window open.
It's intelligence check. Here we
What is
go.
the collection? Oh, there we go. Ownership,
Two!
estate, properties.
This
That's
is
fitting
very
for
in
Arnold.
character for both of these
Hey.
characters.
3.
So,
Oh, where's the roll button? How do I
you know,
roll?
I sure do hope that druid's doing well. I wish I could remember their name. They
Click on
must
your
not have been that
token,
important, though.
Go to base and go to ability check, and then choose intelligence.
Where's base at?
It's on your token. It's near the top. It goes
Right-click.
alphabetically down.
Size, macros, state.
Do you have selection window open?
Oh, where's that at?
Go to window in the
And
upper
how?
left and select, and go make sure selection is toggled.
Oh, that would do it. All right, and base.
There it is.
Oh, here we go. So in intelligence to remember my my title?
The title of the druid.
Oh, I never met the druid. I thought it was my own. What is my title for the Drenix Knight? Would it just be Knight Apprentice or
You were a wanderer. You're still a wandering knight until you are knighted.
Oh, what would the title be that for Drenix? Would that be like, was there a certain term for wandering knights in
Aspirant.
Drenix? Aspirant? Knight Aspirant. Gotcha. That would be my title.
Yes. Well, as much as they try to remember, Arlo and Ezrin cannot remember the title of the druid who protected this bridge in the lands.
All I remember was that
The Keeper of the
probably has,
Shade.
she probably has
Yes.
a reason not to talk to us, given how our party interacted with her.
And Brittany, as you go through your book, remembering the people you have met along the way, you remember that the title of the druid was indeed the Keeper of the Shade.
I have it in my notebook as the creature that yeeted Soren.
Indeed. Soren
Wait,
you
it was
did.
the one that eated me.
So I'm glad that our group wasn't the only one.
It yeeted me because
Yeah,
I
she
got
probably
too
saw
far.
it coming and
Okay, I
hit.
was traveling to Drenix, or traveling to Citsan alone, and I just traveled through the woods, and it yeeted me on top of the party because it figured all these other new people are coming here. Let's send this guy with him, and it teleported me like several miles away. It was really weird. It
Anyhow,
also dropped me like 60 feet.
as you all regather near the western edge of the bridge, you see 3 knights, actual knights of Drenix, awaiting you, amongst other guards and soldiers who are manning the towers. As you near, the one in the front raises his hand for you to halt, and he says, "Greetings. Stop right there. We need to go through the proper procedures."
Wait, did you say he held his hand for me to hold? I'll hold his
To
hand.
halt.
Hello.
She's
She
not
beat
with
me to
us.
it.
She's
Britt,
not with us.
Britt, please, give me. I'm gonna step in front of Britt, grab her hand, and like pull her back a teeny bit, and say, and then I'm going to bow and say, "Knight Aspirant Soren, returning from duty."
Alright, may I see your sigil ring?
I'm going to pull the sigil ring up off the necklace that is chained around my neck, and hold it up to him. Along with this ring, there is an Ashworth family crest ring and a apparently I think a Citsan ring that they
Yes.
gave me for the yeah.
He looks through your many forms of authorization and all that. And only it's like when you need to pull out your driver's license, we pull out everything else as well.
Here's my
Yeah.
passport, my birth certificate.
And you are
So I
have-
vouching for those who follow.
I am, and they are currently my responsibility. Thank you.
Hello.
I obviously don't need any like identification because everyone knows that I'm
I look
Brittany, the
back at
legendary
them.
bard.
I look
Brittany,
back
I literally
at them.
had no idea who you were 3 months ago.
Well, you do now.
Alright, can you please give me their names and occupations, and we will jot them down in our ledger.
Hey, I know you now, though.
I have Britt, our wonderful traveling musician.
Mhm.
I have Arlo. He, I believe, is a archaeologist, and Cole, who is a traveling monk. I have Azriel, who is a rune knight, who is coming to teach
Echo Knight.
and. Or not Echo Knight. Yeah, he's Echo Knight like I am. I forgot rune knight.
Veiled Knight.
Yeah, I'm also a
Veiled-
veiled knight.
Veiled Knight. Azriel, who is a Veiled Knight, who is coming to teach their secrets and/or benefit to Drenix, and Ezran, who is a very good companion of mine and will be
Totally
quite
not a
beneficial.
monster.
According to the reports we received, he is of a knightly family, although he has changed. We have heard of that and we're prepared. Although movements in the capital may be a little bit restricted due to his physical form, he should
no, he
still
can
be
handle
welcomed
stairs
back
just
into
fine.
the land.
It's not the physical issue we're having. It's that some people might not appreciate how big you are now. It would be the same issue if we brought a giant in here. They would have some issues.
I understand. Everyone was giving me a difficult time too when I became an extremely popular musician. No one understood how big I was.
Yes.
It's true.
we understand.
She's fantastic.
Ezrin's
Right.
just kind of being the bored kid in the back throwing rocks into the river, just waiting for you guys to be done.
Alright, well, if any issues arise from this border crossing, the Ashworth family will be held accountable. But things should not go wrong. Welcome
So
home,
if I make a
brothers.
mess, then I'm not the responsible one? Oh my god, this is amazing.
Was
I
it a
look
mistake?
directly at Britt and I'm say, if you cause issues here, I'm going to do something. I don't know what yet, but it will be something. It will be something.
I'm looking forward to it already. Also, I need to not forget this. Takes out a pouch with small business cards.
At
If
least
you ever
wait.
go to Citsan, please visit Constellations. What am I not waiting for?
At least wait till you're on the family residence before you start causing major problems, please. We can
Oh,
handle
but I
it
can
if
hand-
you're with us.
I can hand out the business card. So here you go, sir. Business card, Constellations. It's in Citsan. It's in the capital. It's amazing.
Roll me,
I'm gonna
roll
grab
me
her
pers-
shoulders and I'm going to steer her away and say, "I'm so
Right,
sorry."
roll me persuasion, Brittany.
Let's see. I need to also go to my window right now.
Yeah, everyone make sure you have that prepared again. It is window, and then in the upper left, you make sure you have selected or selection toggled so you can see your token macros.
Yeah. So what do I roll?
Persuasion. Alright, he does not throw it away when you leave and instead pockets it.
Yeah.
Make that money.
Alright. As you all make your way across the bridge, the knights just, kind of stand there and nod. They do
And
eye
I'm
the
gonna,
veiled
as I'm
knight.
leaving. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, they do eye the veiled knight, not out of hostility or anything, but they're interested in the different styles that may be coming from Citsan, the fighting styles and techniques. And as you all
I'm
pass, they
going-
do eye Ezrin a bit, but they know that he's not a monster and he's instead an aspirant coming home, despite his monstrosity-like form.
He's not a
Victory is all
monster.
that seems to matter for Drenix. Victory and honor. And I'm going to salute and say, "Hail the victorious." And then I'm going, "Hail the victorious of Drenix." And then I'm going to lead my companions away.
All right.
Ezrin brings out a fist to fist bump this guy.
Ooh. All right. Let me see.
This is a non-combat session.
Is it though?
All right.
Nah,
He is
so
not
wild.
frightened of you, and he may be one of the few knights who would not look away, even though they respect you. They still view you as, it's hard to look at you right now. No offense, because you are a unique being, a monster.
Understandably.
But he will
He
fist bump
has-
you back.
They were pre-briefed on this, so maybe they'll be okay.
You guys are
He's
doing
got
the
that
real work.
Nice purple shirt. He
You
looks
g-
great.
You guys are doing the real work. Keep it up.
He is fantastic. He just
He
needs
kind of
pinstripes and he'll
Pulls
be
his
fancy.
fist back as he feels a little bit of static shock go through his armor.
Yeah, Ezrin's a badass. That's true.
I got a question about a spell here called the floating disc. If I summoned that, could I sit on it and ride around?
No,
on it?
it follows you.
Oh damn!
But
one of
I
the-
could
yeah.
sit on it.
Someone else could sit on it.
The floating
Well, it's
disc.
hardly even worth it.
Let
is
put
totally
Ezrin on it.
worth it.
Put Ezrin the biggest. Thank God.
Walking him in like he is a god.
Or like I don't know, something you're hauling in from a hunt that could go either way.
So, you guys walk eastward, and you don't have any mounts or anything like that with you, so you are going at a walking pace. It is currently late fall. It is near the the major harvest festival, which is a week or two out. You walk, and despite what you may have presumed, the main road at least is well protected this time of year. You do not encounter any bandits or any attacks along the way, and you start to make camp. It's been around a week and a half, and you are a day or two outside of the capital.
Can I roll for crunchy leaves to step on?
Yes, there are many crunchy leaves. You don't even have to roll for that. There are everywhere.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love that. Arlo is just like wandering. Like he's having to walk twice as fast because he's just zipping around the road, just stepping on crunchy leaves.
I'm still loading the map. I'm at 12 out of 15.
Same.
Yeah, I'm at 12 out of 15 as well.
While we're walking through the fall, Britt will ask Asrael. So you're moving from Citsan to Drenix. I mean, what made you go there?
Well, Aruna is my sister. So she helped train me to be a Veiled Knight, and we decided that Drenix could benefit from learning these techniques.
Soren's going to turn to her and say, and you'll also benefit from the techniques they will probably teach you in Drenix. We are...
I mean, assuming they're better than you are. I mean, look at Soren. How good can they be?
There is only so much you can learn with a single style.
True fighting techniques are what they have in Orn, where they actually take good groups of the military seriously, rather than these lone wolves that think they're so cool.
I look at her and say, do you realize a single Knight of Drenix is probably worth more than an entire platoon?
I don't
You
I've
know,
never seen one.
platoons become stronger if they are led in the right way. So that's why they love bards so much in Orn. People are only as strong as their conviction.
We'll see if they ever reach Drenix. We'll see.
We only go to places that are valuable.
You really just want to dig under my nerves right now, don't you?
I do. You're so cute when you're angry.
Oh, what a map.
It's a calm map. It's nice.
Indeed, this is I'm having you guys load it now because you will have camping maps during your adventures. There will be downtime for roleplay and just vibing amongst the woods.
It's like Dragon Age.
Indeed, this is your hub where you go wherever you take a long rest.
Hold on, what thing do I have to say that seems like it should be the right thing to say, but will inevitably upset anyone?
Who knows?
This is the
That's up to
I'm
you.
still-
the normal
I'm
route.
That's
still
your
salty
brain.
every time I try to hit on what's her name.
Wait, who?
Who?
What's her name? It starts with an M in Dragon Age Origins.
Morgan.
Oh, I thought you were
Morgan,
talking
every
about the
single-
game,
yes.
and I was just like, well,
Every single time I hit on her, she hates it.
maybe you should just leave that poor woman alone.
Maybe. Probably.
Stop catcalling Morgan.
All right. Yes. If you guys have anything to discuss, this is the time. Anything you want to discuss before getting to the capital?
Soren, are you excited to see your family again?
tell you what, I'm excited to meet Soren's family.
Same.
Is Soren alive?
I think he died.
He's just zoning
He's,
out.
he's asleep.
Aspen, do you fit that tiny tent?
Good conversation with Soren. I'm so glad we.
I mean, that poor man is so tired from traveling. Got upset from me bothering him. I can imagine he wants some him time.
Soren wants some him time, but he also wants some other thing. He's going to gather everyone around at some point during our camping session.
Ooh, are we going to hang out around the campfire and sing songs? I can sing a song.
No,
I
no,
literally
no.
cannot sing.
Soren is going to gather everyone around and say, "This is something I've been meaning to speak of since we've had our incident." That's what I'm calling this now. The incident in Citsan.
Look, I was just really drunk. I didn't mean to do it.
Not the entire time you weren't. When me and Parley almost perished and managed to save the rest of the party, I made a deal with a god.
Didn't
As
you
you can
actually die? Isn't that what happened? She wasn't there, so she's just.
Soren did not. Everyone else did. I made a deal with a god. This, as you can see here, and he traces the shackled stars on his face. And he says, "As you know, I am now a servant of Veus, and my duty is to uphold and enforce the oaths that people have made. Doesn't matter how minor. So please, if you give your word, if you give an oath, keep it. I do not wish to be torn between my friends and that allegiance and the oath that I have given to Veus in his service."
That's very interesting. So does that mean any oath? Also, if I give you a small oath to get you ice cream?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you don't want to break the
The-
ice cream oath. That just
the-
ruins your whole day.
God.
Veus does not care how minor the oath is. He just cares that it is enforced. And that is my job. I am an oath keeper now. And minor oaths the punishment won't be as great. But major oaths, the punishment is severe. And I do not wish to really pursue any of my companions due to an oath that has been broken. So please don't make me do that.
Kovash nods sternly.
All right, he's not here.
I was just kind of fiddling with his spear. I mean, I
Your
don't-
cool magic spear?
my cool magic spear that is absolutely not mine and is going right back to where it belongs. Yeah. No, I don't think you have to worry about any oaths being broken. I don't plan on making any until I fulfill this one.
Yeah, I've broken a lot of oaths. Is it a problem if I break someone else's oath?
How do you break somebody else's oath? Isn't that their
You know,
responsibility?
someone's married and they vow to be someone forever, and then you kind of forever, you know.
Look, this sounds like a them problem, not a you
If you
problem.
Yeah.
facilitate,
That
if you
does. I always find
facilitate-
the same thing.
If you facilitate the breaking of the oath, it is not your responsibility, but the oath maker's responsibility. But I will still, if I know of this, will be forced to intercede and punish the person who has broken their oath.
Wait, Soren,
Okay.
are you sort of like the marriage police now?
I'm more than that. I am, according to Veus, the judge, jury, and executioner for his tenants.
So if I marry your dad, he is not able to leave me?
If you marry my dad, I will have to, as wild as this sounds, somehow pursue justice against him, because he is currently in an oath with my mother. I do not think that will happen.
I mean, if
And
you
I
really
think
want
you
to,
are-
you can call me mommy too.
You have quite the wild imagination thinking my dad would be willing to even associate with someone such as you.
Ow!
Wow, that's that's kind of cold, man.
I look at him and say, does she deserve anything less?
She makes wonderful tea. She's a great conversationalist. What do you? I mean, come on.
That's a
Yeah,
lot
she
of
seems
science
nice.
coming from
I
Sora.
don't
likes
need
to
to
have
hear
fun.
someone. I don't need to hear someone talking about boning my
Look, okay,
married father.
to be
Thank you,
fair, she
Arlo.
didn't
I
look. To be
remember
fair,
you
she
being my
didn't say
best
anything
friend.
about boning anybody. She just said marry.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Hugs, Arlo.
What is
you're
your
my best
definition
friend
of
here.
marriage?
I'm just saying.
Half is
Brittany,
so much
I'll hug
funny,
Brittany
right?
back with like one of those awkward side hugs.
Lots of people just get married for the money. It's not anything strange.
Or the
Yeah,
plus 2
true.
AC buff.
What's
Yeah,
if
and the
it's
plus 2 AC.
what if it's
Okay.
a loveless marriage and it's really just to, secure an alliance between rival fiefdoms?
Those are common.
My
I know.
parents were
I'm
not
a big
married.
fan of loveless marriages.
My parents were not married because of that. My parents were married due to passion and the mutual beneficial relationship they had when adventuring together. My father achieved knighthood, and so did my mother, and were granted land. They could have chosen any one of the Drenix knights at the time, but they chose each other. They are not. They're basically inseparable. Please do not think
I'm
otherwise.
going to inquire about that relationship when we finally meet them, because honestly, it sounds like they have many good stories to tell.
They have like 13 children or some shit. I don't
That's-
remember how many brothers and sisters I have.
I need to learn from your
That was not
mother.
what I was talking about, but if you want me to inquire about that, I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Do you think they're open
Unfortunately-
about their lovemaking? Yes,
Final-
Arlo?
Okay, final statement here. I am an oath keeper, and I will keep and enforce oaths people make if I know about them. Please don't test me on that.
Well, Soren, here's my oath to you.
Don't careful what you say here.
Yeah.
I promise to try my best to not embarrass you when we finally meet them.
So be it.
Oh no.
Listen, try is open-ended. I mean, I don't have to succeed.
Yes, but who decides?
I'm going to speak words that magically enter my brain and say, "Your oath is heard."
Write that
Azriel
down.
raises an eyebrow. What have I gotten myself into?
You got yourself into a lot.
Apparently.
Frankly, we had a really good. I mean, I say good time. We had a terrible time over the last few months before the city or the region got cleansed. It was a rough time.
Yeah,
I lost a horn.
I heard a lot of tales from my sister
Yeah, your sister. Oh my god,
and
She
her
got me into
stupid
some-
cat.
she got me into some situations. Let me tell you, she got Ezra here into some situations, or at least her cat did.
Well, okay. The cat didn't make him eat the heart.
Your sister has horns.
Also, you
and
heard
don't
about
know.
that.
Horns are the best.
She does have horns, it's true.
Listen, all I'm saying is one time, literally almost all of my blood got punched out of me because of her.
When was that?
Maybe it wasn't directly because of her. No,
that
no,
wasn't directly because of her.
No, I mean, all I'm saying is that we were trying to explore that ruin, and she saw a shiny black sword that very obviously was a bad touch. Just a bad touch. Didn't consult me, the archaeologist, whatsoever, and then went and touched it. And what do you know?
Well-
Next thing that happens,
She is a wizard.
Two armor of Agathis is gone like that.
She is a wizard. She does like magic stuff. So,
Oh, hey, Sadi.
oh,
Ah!
hi.
Hey,
Oh no.
guys, I saw you when we was having a party and I want to come out.
I pull some. Talking. I pull some jerky out of a pouch and give Sadi some jerky.
You're in luck with your oath there, because my family's founder was basically Indiana Jones in a way. He was
Hell yeah.
he was a very scientifically minded explorer, less than a warrior, and he gained all his strength and combat prowess through his various exploits and magical items and discoveries that he made.
Perfect. Maybe we'll have
That's
something to
very
talk about. Because frankly,
Well, no,
I
he's not around
wonder
anymore.
what
He's
his
been
reaction
dead.
will be.
He's been dead for a little while, but
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear
The rest
that.
of the family does value those traits, so you should be fine.
Well, I wonder if they'll value my traits. I was just wandering around in a ruin I very, very obviously shouldn't have. But, I mean, it worked out for the best. It could have been
Yeah,
a lot
pretty
worse
sure.
if I had run into somebody other than Notzi.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm
When
fairly
I met
certain
me-
my ancestor did as well. That's definitely something. My ancestor was a bit careless, but he made the family from it. So
Soren, it's quite impressive that you are now carried in service for this god. It's quite a heroic deed, to be honest.
is it being a servant of a Black Pantheon god always struck me as something that I would never become, but here I am.
It honestly,
You-
just because it's a Black Pantheon doesn't mean that it's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
If it-
bad
I am
nothing.
fully
If
aware.
it's a god.
I am fully aware. Their tenets of this are preached and somewhat followed in Drenix. Honor and upholding one's oaths are very important to us as a people. So this isn't too far along from my original plan. I've got some things to work through when I get home.
Did Sadi just completely ghost on Ezreal?
Yeah.
Sorry,
He likes
Aw.
dragons.
sorry, Ezreal. He's a little skittish.
That's okay.
Sadi, it's totally fine. She's a Runa's sister. She's friendly. I think.
She nods.
You turn the look and he's gone.
No.
He just like fizzed out. He went back.
And
home.
to be fair, she does have like a cloak over her head, so she's not like, she's not super approachable.
Yeah, he must be busy. He is a messenger for Notzi, so he does tend to have to go and do things here and there.
It's fair. She writes more in her book.
Azrael will remember this.
2 peas in a pod.
It's the gift from the office of Ryan Ready.
Yep. All right. Are you all ready to adventure forth?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep.
Not before an evening song. Can I roll performance?
You may.
Play the jams. Pepe jams.
Oh.
Jammies.
It is very jammy
Jams.
indeed.
Arlo's having a good time. Arlo
The naps are blessed.
is just jamming out right now. He might even just be awake a little bit longer, just with the tune stuck in his head.
Before he sleeps, Soren is going to send a prayer to Veus. A major, like most of his prayers, going to go to Veus. His other minor ones are going to go towards the gods he's always prayed to. Erere, the goddess of fate, and what's the other one's name?
I will be right back while this is loading.
Azagi. No, not Azagi. Erere, the heritage, and Cern. He's going to pray to Cern, Erere, but mainly Veus, because he is now a sworn servant of Veus. And then he is going to go to sleep. Because he's not a paladin, he doesn't need to spend all night praying.
Imagine.
Imagine though.
Foreshadowing. Isn't foreshadowing fun?
Alright, just let me know when you're unloaded. I know OSHA is on BRB. The good news is you only need to load this map once.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm still on 19 out of 20.
Let's look
Same.
at the final file.
Does
Sorry.
Does Veus's name, like his title, the Reverberation, mean anything versus like? Since I am an Echo Knight now, tech quote unquote.
You're not an
is
Echo
there
Knight, you're a
reverber-
Veiled Knight, so it does not.
I'm a Veiled Knight. Okay, my bad. Echo
Veiled Knight
Knight
is what I call.
Reverberation.
Yeah.
Echo Reverberation. You see where I was going.
Yeah.
Keep Arlo away from this character that I'm looking at right now. That's in front of us.
Are you talking
Right.
about
What?
Ralum?
Both of them. I'm talking about.
Rally? Which
I'm
one are you
talking about. I'm talking about both, man. Honestly, I'm talking about both. Both
I love-
are insanely attractive.
Arlo
Well,
is
Rollum
vibrating.
and Mariel don't look like Drenix people. They're not pale enough. So,
What?
That's
I'm not
right.
pale. Yeah, I'm not pale.
He was never
You mean-
pale. He was buff and tan before.
you're not from a traditional family from Drenix, though, are you?
We don't care about traditional family values.
Exactly. You were a lizard man now. Snake man, my bad.
That's racist.
Also not a traditional family value.
I think lizards are traditional family values.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got the smooth brain.
I like this music. What is this from?
Enderal.
Mm.
Another
The
reason why you
MCA
should
free.
play. Yes.
Shut up! You and your stupid Enderal fucking reference.
Free
It's
game,
good,
good
man.
music.
It's good.
Free mod, voice acted mod. Yeah, it's actually
That's
pretty
the
good.
that's the Skyrim mod, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been
on
meaning to play
Steam.
that.
It's
but
one of the few Skyrim mods that actually has like a store page and a download button, which is pretty cool.
yeah, it's fantastic from what I've heard. I just every time I reinstall Skyrim, I just spend 40 hours trying to get the combat to feel right, and then I get bored.
I spend 40 hours getting the booba physics looking good, and then I get bored.
All right then.
There are
Is
no-
everyone in? Is
there-
everyone in?
There are no booba physics in Skyrim. Everyone's too cold.
Says you.
Oh, let me set the scene before you guys start moving towards the. All right. Everyone's in. I shall describe what happened. So you guys have walked a day or two more eastward, heading northeast along a really well-maintained road. A well-maintained road, more so. You see it and smell the water before you see the actual capital. You see, as you crest over a lush hill with covered in nice crunchy leaves of orange and red, a towering island far out in the great freshwater lake that is Clarity's domain.
You see Soren's face light up because this is home.
Yeah, same with Ezrin.
Arlo is sweating.
You see spires off in the distance, several miles offshore on that island, and a very long, ornate, and well-defended bridge, a singular bridge connecting it to the town at the shoreline. The town itself is more of like, due to expansions, as you can see, while they were well constructed, they were made less ornate and more spread out. To allocate for more populace and stuff that would move in and come and go as Drenix expanded. You cross through this town on the edge of the capital, and make your way towards the bridge itself, where there are wagons and wagons of people trying to go and come from Drenix, especially due to the upcoming festival, the Harvest Festival, that's due to start in a week's time. You wait in line for a bit, and then you finally arrive at the front entrance to the capital. And now we will reveal the capital of Drenix's name. It is Haven, for it is a place where those who are lost come to seek new paths. It is the place where the lady watches over the land, and is the keep and command of the night orders. So, as you all arrive, you see a wagon, several wagons full of people, what appears to be some performancing goods and some circus tents. And at the very front, you can see what appears to be a man whose heritage seems to hint that he comes from the north in the creeping sands, talking and to the knight on duty. My papers are all in order there, I swear. We come here every year. Do we really have to do this again? Just gotta make sure. Any moment now. Oh. Sees Ezrin. The guards see Ezrin and are on a high alert.
I step up next to Ezrin and give them the classical Drenix salute, whatever that may be. I don't know what you've made that be. But
It's,
the
you put a
the knight
circle
salute.
over your eyes. You
No.
turn your hands upside down so it looks like
I'm
you're wearing
assuming
goggles.
I'm assuming it's like a fist or like a drawing sword motion or something.
It is, it's crossed, like the two blades and the shield.
It's
Yeah.
just the Kelly.
Alright,
I
as
give
you
them.
give them the salute, and as they take in your stature and appeal, especially the note of your god on your face, some of them do get a little bit more, like, they calm down a bit, but some others are kind of eyeing you now.
Yeah, because I do have a massive chain tattoo on my face.
Yes.
Not really a tattoo, more of a brand.
A brand. It's a brand. It's a brand.
Ezrin will like look at the guards and be like, "Oh, surely this is the strangest thing you guys see come into town during the festival."
Look at Ezra and say it might as fucking well be.
Are you guys not lucky? Heroes of Citsan have a tell you a song about them. Shall I sing a song immediately?
I step up
Absolutely, you
next to
should.
Britt. I step up next to Britt and say, "They're dealing with the merchants. Give them a moment."
But I
Oh,
want to
no,
hear
my
a song.
Traveling merchants.
We are traveling performers from the
Oh,
far north.
Even
Performers?
better.
What type of thing do you do?
Ah. He looks at you, and he's a gruff man, so he's in his late 30s. He's looking down at you a bit. He's like around 6 feet. He sees that he can almost instantaneously tell that you are a bard due to the many instruments you carry on you.
I never asked what kind of instruments does Brittany have?
She has a horn, a dulcimer, and a flute.
Yeah, you're
very
right.
fond
You
of
do
her
only
horn,
have
though.
one horn.
She is very fond
Ah!
of her.
We'll
A
bring that up.
performer after our own hearts.
She is quite.
We
as you'd
are a
say.
traveling performance group from the north. We perform in all sorts of facets. We do music, dance, art. Popular for our circus show, where we do juggling and all sorts of fun antics.
I've heard you have very specific dance styles in the north. I'm so excited to see it.
Indeed, the blade dance.
Azriel's
So
eyebrow
cool.
raises.
Ezrin's gonna lean over to
Wait,
Arlo
wait.
and be like, "They do put on a great show."
Really? I
If
mean,
you're interested
I
in
know
the
that one.
dance, he motions over to a young-looking woman who's been sitting, manning the horse of the wagon. Mirelli is a blade dancer. Pleasure to meet you all.
Mirelli, you look amazing, radiant, enchanté. It's Brittany. I have just come from Citsan, where we have fought a great battle, and I'd love to tell you all about it.
Well, we certainly look like we have time. She motions to the knight, taking his time with them.
I put my hand on Britt's shoulder and I squeezed and said, "Please let them get on with their business so we can pass
Aw.
without trouble."
I
Yes,
walk up.
Dad.
I walk up to Brittany and I say, listen, before we tell them about our tale, don't you think we should, maybe talk about like merchandising or like I don't know, like copyrights or you don't want them
Arlo,
like telling
Arlo,
our
you
story,
are
you know?
brilliant. We need to
I'm-
sit
I'm
down,
just saying, if
have
you
some
wanna-
wine. Yes. We.
If
I
you
look-
wanna
I
turn
look
this
at
into a
Arlo.
performance show that gets told across the land, you gotta think about how you're gonna monetize it. Because I gotta be honest with you, and he pulls out one of his pockets. I have no fucking money.
I looked at Arlo silently and I mouthed "thank you" to him silently. Like when Britt is looking at him, I was like, "Thank you."
As you all are having your conversation, the knight has ordered. It looks like the guards to search the wagons a bit. They're doing a general search, checking to make sure everything's right in the back. Some of the people in the back kind of like they don't like this, but obviously they have to be examined and checked. And after a couple minutes, the guards seem to finally let them through. Right. Well, if you need to watch a performance or you need something to pass the time during the festival, we will be situated near the ruined aqueduct, more so. If you want to come watch the shows, by all means you can find us there.
Ezrin's gonna nudge Brittany. Give him the card.
Yes, I
Oh,
would love. If you ever go to Drenix, by the way, there's an amazing tea shop, and I'd love to give you a business card. My best friend on the entire planet owns it. I
Brittany-
also have a business card for me. Look, it's Brittany. It has a little portrait of me on it.
Well, that's
Brittany,
lovely.
you met Citsan. We're in Drenix right
In
now. You met
Citsan.
Citsan.
I get a bit confused with places sometimes. This is in Citsan. Thank you, Arlo.
Well, maybe we'll have to travel to Citsan then. It's been a while. But thank you yet again.
If you
It's
tell
so much
Willow my
nicer.
name, she is surely to help you out and make your stay very comfortable.
Right, he goes to take the card from you. He also gives you a nice handshake in the exchange. Alright. Sorry. Alright. Shall we get going? Indeed.
The
Until we
stress
meet
that
again,
Thorin's getting
friends.
is giving me life.
See you, friends. Britt does an elaborate bow because you always have to show off when you're a performer.
Oh, okay, there it goes. I was like, they left the cart behind.
Immersion.
I'm playing around of adding things to map tools to move things around during maps.
As they do
Alright.
this, Thorin is going to step forward, nod to clearly the guy in charge here, present his rings, and say, the rest of the crew behind me are with me.
Alright, he checks your ring and he looks back at you all. Tovash is indeed
He's
here.
wandering
He's just
behind.
wondering, he's doing monk things.
He's
Yeah.
just doing monk stuff. He's doing handstands.
Yeah, like he's stretching.
The Ashworth family. Got a few of you recently.
Really?
on in.
Several of my family are back in town? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Good timing. Good timing. I'm going to salute him if he steps by to let us pass and say, for the lady, and continue forward.
Or the lady. And as you all start walking through, he does stop Ezrin for a bit.
Oh.
Listen, don't cause any trouble, and no trouble will come to you.
You've got a deal.
Alright. And then you all may walk through. And this is just one section of the bridge. If you zoom out a bit, you can roleplay walk up there if you want.
RP walking.
RP walk, RP walk, RP walk. I'm RP
Ah,
walking.
wait for me.
You see
Barbie
many
walking.
carts going to and from as you go. There are sidewalks on the side, but you guys are just walking down the road, which is fine. It's, it doesn't really matter ultimately.
How far down is it?
When Britt walks by the soldiers, she will also try to do their gesture as much as the same. And for the lady,
He can tell that you're not it's very unique, but he does give it back to you.
Once we get around halfway
water.
and the city is more prominent, in our vision, I am going to turn around, since I'm probably going to be in front of the group, and bow to them and say, welcome to Haven, bastion of the Drenix Knights, and the home of the Lady of the Lake.
give us a tour. Give us a tour. Show us the best pub.
Is this water salt water or is it fresh water?
It's a lake, and it's fresh water.
It is
Fresh water.
Also, let me move you guys along.
Yeah.
I can't move from that point of view. I'm gonna go back to my DM view.
Granted, you cannot see the other side of this lake.
I'm gathering the
not.
party.
This is a very large lake.
Meow.
Does this lake freeze in winter?
Yes. If it gets cold enough.
Oh, I think parts of it,
Classic.
the central parts of it don't freeze too much. But
Not too much, yeah, but it is. There's
the
always
edges
falling,
do.
but it will get cold, and the lady's protection does protect the capital, but the edges and stuff do freeze. All right, this is just one of many checkpoints along the way, but this will give you a sense of how long the bridge is and how well fortified it is.
You see a lot of pride in Soren's face when he introduces you to Haven, and kind of pans his arm around to show you the sights of the city that you see behind you, which you all clearly can see. He's being theatrical.
I love that. I love it when Soren is theatrical. Tell me everything. Did you grow up here? What was your favorite place to go?
Britt, you will be introduced to my family soon at their estate. Give it time. You will see all you need to see. Hopefully.
Oh,
gonna-
I'm
I'm
so
gonna-
happy for you that you're home.
I know what Brittany's doing. No, keep going, keep going. Push for it.
1 second. I have to re-upload my map because apparently it's got deleted on my other one, so I gotta do that real quick.
No, Soren, I'm interested. I really want to meet your family. So who's the head of the house now that you're not there?
I never said that I was the head of the house, did I? I'm the youngest of.
Oh no, I just
family.
assumed.
No, I am the youngest of my family. I
Oh.
went on this quest to gain notoriety and make a name for myself because I needed to. It was necessary for my.
I mean, you could say I'm doing a bit of the same. I mean, I don't have any family. I mean, well, I have family. I don't have any siblings. Everybody in the Mithram, the Imperium is just, we all kind of work together. Everybody's kind of my family, you know. This is kind of how the tribes work. It's interesting here.
Is it the Alabama of this area?
That's not what I know what you're referencing, and no. It's more along the lines of like, well,
Like a witch commune. It takes a village to raise a family.
I mean, it's not like a circle of hags. It's not nothing something like that. It's more like you know, everybody. So there's 3 major tribes in the Imperium, right?
Ezra nods.
So here's the deal. The Imperium used to be big, like real big, like Drenix big, right? Fucked around with magic a bit too much. And now it's just kind of woods and ruins, and there's 3 separate tribes there that kind of vying for power. So I mean, it's one of those things. Like that's kind of what kind of set me on this course, right? Because I was cruising around, you know. Just it's the reason why when we're growing up, it's why I'm an archaeologist, because we're trying to go through and find, you know, kind of mysteries of the past. So whimsical. It's usually not quite so whimsical. It's usually just a lot of spider webs. But you know, it's just everybody works for, you know, the common goal. It's interesting when, you know, hearing about, you know, secluded families and rivalries amongst individuals.
I'd say secluded. My family has been fairly prominent in Drenix the past couple of years.
Yes,
At least
but I
up and
mean,
coming for night families.
how often do you hang out with your with your neighbors, though? You know.
We don't very much. I don't know about my family. They do their own thing most of the time.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. I know all of my neighbors back in the Imperium, and I know my neighbors' neighbors. We all kind of hang out. We all have a good time. We all went to school together.
This may be a big map to load because I had to re-export it from Dungeon Draft because it wasn't being picked up. And I couldn't
I
resize it.
lost my
God.
hard drive, so I'm having to go through Discord and find the upload that I sent to you guys for Drenix, my family, and I'm trying to find it.
Godspeed. I'm desperately
Oh,
trying
I have it
to.
somewhere because we recently made the game.
Everyone has like a little copy of that. I just don't know where it's at. At least most people. I think I posted one in general chat at some point.
Gravely dislike that I lost all of my notes. Oh,
Yeah.
loading, baby.
Hey, there we
If
go.
only I'd streamed our sessions before.
If only. Next time.
This time.
TM.
This time. This time is next time. I'm desperately scrolling back up through Kurai and I's conversation so that I can get that good information on which tribe I'm from, because I cannot remember because I don't have my goddamn notes.
Oh yeah, this playing D&D taught me to write stuff down because I was scrolling up a lot through Discord the past few weeks.
It's half the reason I'm streaming it, so I can go back later and write things
That's
down.
Right. To go off on that, I'm part of the Lequen tribe, the Creeping Branch. We're the
There you go.
ones who want to live within the forest as it is.
Takes notes.
We're not trying to. So there's this like wonderful thing going on in the Imperium, right? And by wonderful, I mean not so good, where everybody's just kind of in a magical arms race trying to find, you know, magical items from when the Imperium was in its heyday. And like, frankly, that's what brought the Imperium to its knees, and I'm not into it.
Sounds great. I'll have to come die sometime.
It's not. I mean, well, it's good. If you come to Lequen, it's fine. You know, we'd hang out, have a big old barbecue. It's great every weekend.
Oh, God, I've had barbecue in weeks.
Have you had smoked boar? It is to die for.
It wasn't smoked, but yes.
Well, then you haven't had smoked boar. And let me tell you, you are in for a treat.
Drenix lore? Did I put it in there?
Okay, sorry, this map in particular is going to take a while because it wasn't picking up when I resized it for some reason, like to be 20 megabytes, so it's like a 45 megabyte map.
Then I will BRB for 30 seconds.
I'd be surprised if any of you are already done loading it.
I'm at 31 out of 32.
Probably on the
31 out of
file.
32.
31 and 32 is whale.
Alright,
So now,
God, I
this
can't-
is a map you will use again several times, but you're going to be passing through it. So you're going to see some things on the map, and no, that's for session 1, good people. That's for session 1 during the festival.
Stay on the railroad
There
track.
was a
Here we are.
festival.
Indeed.
They're setting
Like
up for
both
it
the
right now.
characters I'm playing love festivals.
Hell yeah.
7. I am the youngest of 7 children. I would inform the party of that if he was asking how old I was.
Youngest of 7. That is.
Yep.
So many.
I'm the youngest of 7 children. Wait, no. Youngest of 7 sons. I'm
Yeah,
the seventh.
I was going to say, you have
I
like
am the
11.
youngest of 11 children. My family has been very productive in the past couple of years.
Even.
My great grandma had 11 children.
Exactly.
I don't
In
think
real life.
anybody-
Like,
I don't think
leave that
anybody
poor
in my
woman
family's got that
alone.
many.
She is well, I mean, magic and magical healing makes you able to have more children. Keep that in mind.
That's true.
And
Checks
she is actually like I think a knight, a Drenix knight, so she's also very healthy at the age of like, God, how old is she now? I have no idea. My father is 59 and my mother is 56. So
I have heard from people with big families that after you've had the third child, it doesn't matter anymore because at some point the eldest starts to take care of the youngest, and like whatever.
Yep.
yeah.
That's a big thing out here with the Mormons.
My
Yeah.
mom is the oldest of 5, and she pretty much raised her siblings, so.
Hmm.
I mean, that was.
But
I
I'm
mean,
the,
like, I've got 2 older brothers and 1 younger brother, and I will tell you, during the summers, we were mostly unsupervised by our parents because my oldest brother was watching over us. Although, frankly, we probably should have been supervised.
I would definitely inform Arlo that I was the youngest of the 11 children that the Ashworth family has, and that several of my family are certified, or not certified, what's the accomplished Knights of Drenix.
Oh, no
And that
kidding. Well,
our family prestige has been on the climb for the past couple of years.
well, then you have a wealth of wisdom to draw upon from your elder siblings, at the very least. You've
If
got
I
Am I
say-
loading a new map
If-
that's 19 out of 20?
I look at him when he says that kind
Maybe.
of sadly and say, if it was only that easy to connect with my elder siblings, I'm hoping being accomplished in my own quest now will open that door somewhat.
I will rest a hand on Soren's shoulder and say, I will help you accomplish your goals. I know I made an oath to you to not embarrass you. I am going to do even more than that at this point. I'm not augmenting the oath, but I am going to say I am going to try. I know how that works. I heard you mention something under your breath. But I will say, I am going to talk you up. We're going to make them jealous of you.
I don't think you need to talk me up. I think just telling the truth would be enough here.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you can tell the truth and put some flair on it, my dude. You can throw some glitter on there.
I can help with that. I have glitter in my pockets. We can just glitter you up right now if you want.
Brittany, I was using that as a metaphor.
But
I
do you want
don't know.
glitter?
I don't know if glitter is particularly Soren's aesthetic. He
I'm
seems
going
to
to
be more the
take-
tall, dark, handsome, mysterious.
I'm going to take
I
2
mean,
steps away from Brittany when she mentions glitter on me.
I mean,
That
he
stuff
is
never comes
tall,
off.
handsome, but his hair has gone gray instead of dark.
Do you want glitter in your hair? It'll make it
I
look
look at
magical.
her and say, does this look gray to you? My hair is literally like bone white. Like the parts that are white are bone white.
Silver
You're
fox, if
aging.
you ever seen one.
Because Veas brought me back from the dead, apparently I have white streaks in my hair now.
I
Honestly,
mean, it is a fashion
It's the-
statement.
fits the aesthetic. Frankly,
Or no, not Veas. The Midnight Queen brought me back from the dead, I believe.
Was it?
Wait, oh, what
I
was
thought
it?
she was.
No,
I
no,
thought
it
she
was
was
a
the one
potion.
that turned.
It was the
turned-
potion.
Yeah,
was
it's
a re-
the
it was a
potion
potion.
brought you back.
I
Yeah,
was
the
gonna say. I
potion
think
brought me back.
Parley was the one who the Midnight Queen was involved with, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
she helped Parley. Parley helped me, and then Veas helped me help the rest of my party.
If anything, I expect someone to commission a painting of Parley to remember him.
I expect I want a commission of Parley shoving like the entire potion down my throat, glass and all, and saying, "Please come back to life."
Just saying, chew.
Uh, Breaking the glass.
Yeah.
So Soren, when you were not really alive, what did you see in the afterlife? How was your experience?
I honestly don't remember.
Do you remember when you were dead?
Yeah, it was like a big stage. It was a performance, and the crowd was clapping, and I was about to go off, but I was stopped by someone.
I don't think that was that a dream, or is that you actually do you remember that distinctly? Because it sounds like nothing I've heard before. As far as I'm aware, once you are dead, you do not remember that experience. The gods don't allow you to remember that experience, if I'm correct.
Well, maybe your god. Who knows about her god?
I don't
There's
know.
a whole bunch of them out there. We don't know how that works. They live on a different plane of existence.
What? Whose god did she find? I don't.
So
Never
real
mind.
quick, just to
This
check.
conversation's going nowhere. Let's
Is
get
anyone actually loaded in yet? I'm just trying to make sure because it was a
No,
big
I'm at
file.
19 out of 20.
19 out of 20.
Yeah,
Same.
19 out of 20 as well.
we could skip over this because I'm gonna need to resize that anyway. This is just literally the streets of the city and like where the festival will be mainly held. But we can always just go to the state and then I can always re-upload.
There is one little JPEG in here that is not loading.
No, it's the final file is the biggest file, which is the map.
Oh.
It wasn't 40 megabytes. It was 140. So that's what I'm saying. We might want to just go to the next map.
Oh, I see. I think it's almost there.
It's up to you guys. I'm fine with you guys role playing. I'll give you a mental image as you continue to load.
Theater of the mind.
You cross through the final and major gate of Haven, which is guarded yet again by two massive statues. It is
I
around.
know the names of these statues.
They're just statues of knights from the past, so they don't really. They're just.
They're very old.
They're old.
Drenix,
yes.
how old is the state of Drenix? Like how old is it?
I gotta double check my notes, but off the top of my head, I think it's like 1,200.
Oh, we've been around for a while then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, a while, 2 generations or so for elves, but yeah, for humans, long time.
How many elves are in Drenix? Isn't it mostly humans?
No, I mean the humans are they're going to be the majority of all the races everywhere for the most part, except for certain places. But there are elves everywhere. Elves aren't only limited to the Imperium; they can be found elsewhere.
Gotcha. As far as I am aware, Soren might have some elvish blood in his family, but it's not very strong. It's very weak.
To give you a sense again, the main gate is around 30 feet tall. It is very ornate marble and reinforced marble, essentially. At least that's what it looks like. People with more magically inclined natures, as you walk by, can tell that it is reinforced by magic, as well as most of the outer walls of Drenix are. Despite it being fall, it might have been cooler over the water. As soon as you enter the gates and enter the city proper, it becomes more like a refreshing, crisp breeze rather than like a chilling one.
It's good to be home.
The streets, while well maintained, are sporadic as the capital was developed and built upon on a relatively small island in the middle of the lake. The buildings were constructed in a lopsided manner. Streets are either too wide, too small, but the main street, at least, is properly sized enough for wagons and stuff to go through. And so there's a lot of winding alleyways and roads going up and down, even sometimes across over aqueduct bridges and stuff like that. And
it's a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yes, it is. It's almost like a metropolis has been built upon and around as much as it could have been. The buildings are relatively, only 2 or 3 stories tall, depending on where you are, but as you get closer and closer to the middle, they become spires of 20 to even 30 stories tall, made out of what appears to be, yet again, a whitish stone that glistens and glows in the sky. You are all passing through the market on the market streets right now, which connect to the castle streets, to the night halls, to the noble district, and all around the whole city. As you guys walk past and through, because I don't think you guys are gonna love this map if you haven't already. You see people setting up wagons and booths you can notice that there are some signs going up, like "Pick that lock" booth, or the braiding booth for braiding hair. And as you continue walking along, you see even more and more booths appearing, as well as some drinking challenges, and even a little booth called Instrumental Instruments, which is gonna be open come fall. You pass by what appears to be a cafe, heading south to the entrance of the Noble District. And I'm gonna just move you guys to, do you guys want to roll, or which estate do you guys want to go to first? The Ashworth, or, I imagine Ashworth, and then you can go to Ezrin's after.
I mean, Arlo is 100% just like taking it all in. He's never seen a city like this before. He is basically just like a kid holding on to somebody's sleeve and like, where are we going?
There may be a little bit of jet lag as you get like pulled into loading Ashworth Manor instead. It should cut you off from the other one.
Hopefully. Still got me loading Streets of Drenix.
Yeah. Taking a bit to load. Your maps are big pog maps.
I resized them. This one was just not loading. It was a big X on my side. So I had to re-export it, and then it takes a lot of processing to resize it while running 2 map pools in a stream. So I was like, I can't really do that now.
The irony is that Streets of Drenix just went to 30 out of 30 before swapping over to Ashworth.
That's probably why I went to 30 out of 30, let's be real.
Yeah, it was just like, alright, cool, good, done, bye.
So I was gonna make a huge hub like section for the Noble District, then I went, I don't have time for that. So that's why there's this instanced housing for
Instanced housing.
That would have been a very, very large map.
It would have been huge. Yeah, I didn't have time for all the other maps I had to make.
Oh, the cider has gone through me. Holy crap.
Wait.
This is relative. This is way smaller of a map. This is like 5 megabytes.
Yeah, I've loaded into this one before, I think.
Alright, you walk through the Noble District, which is filled with large estates of various sizes. Even the smallest one is a 2-story building. The bigger estates of the more prominent families have lush and large walls made out of, not for defensive purposes, but for looking good, like bushes.
This is, okay, for
groves.
clarification, this is our estate within Haven. We have land that we protect and watch over outside of Haven, though, right?
Yes. All Knights, most prominent families, pretty much all Knight families get an estate in the capital, because that's where you stay when you come for festivals or other like official business. But every Knight family owns land outside of the capital, and that's where they usually spend their time. That's why your whole family's not going to be here. They're out either at your main estate or traveling the lands doing nightly business.
This isn't the main estate.
No, this is just your estate in the capital.
Oh, fancy.
Listen, Soren, I gotta tell you, the landscaping, immaculate.
I believe you have one of my elder brothers to thank for that. He's the groundskeeper, and his passion is taking care of this stuff.
Got a bit of a green thumb.
Ezra looks at his thumbs.
Very much an understatement. He is very, very talented.
Ezra looks at his purple claws. They're shockingly nice.
I'm going to step forward. I'm assuming that they have been notified of my presence, or if not...
Is everyone loaded in? Just making sure.
I'm in.
Alright. Do you use the door knocker, which is a very ornate looking, do you have an animal associated with your family?
I think? What was it? Hold on.
It was like going over to your rich
I know our thing was like a torch.
God,
our
I know that,
sigil was a torch, but I don't know if... I think if we had an animal, it would be a phoenix, but I don't think so.
Alright, so the knocker can be a flame. That's actually a knocker's shape. So you knock on this flame knocker, on these very large, ornate, wooden doors that ring, and the knocks ring out throughout the manor. And then you hear familiar footsteps.
You can identify your your siblings by their footsteps?
If it's who I think it is, they wear boots.
Oh, your family butler opens the door.
Yes.
Percival.
Percival Baxter. He looks at you wearing his butler uniform, and he sees your appearance. And if he's phased by it, he doesn't show it on his face. He does a big bow and says, "Young master, welcome back home."
I nod at Percival, I bow towards him, and then I step in for a big hug.
He gives you a hug. He doesn't seem to break his character, but he does seem, from his hug at least, he's giving you a hug.
Good to be back, Percival. I have brought a guest.
I can see that, young master. Please come in. To
But
your
did
left, you
His
see.
voice just changed.
What was that?
I was asking Brittany if she noticed if Soren's voice had just changed when talking to his butler.
Shh.
To the left is a familiar face as
I have
well.
appearances to keep up.
SureAI, which is your family's maid. She is an elf who has been serving your family for, I think, 120 years.
Looks good for her age.
I bow towards her as well.
She does a
and
a perfectly executed curtsy.
And I kind of motion everyone in behind me. Like, come on.
Is she holding any food? Is she actually holding a platter
She
of
is
food?
not, but she can go get some if that is what you desire.
I introduce them one by one. I say, this is Ezrin. I have Arlo, Azriel, and Britt. They will be our guests for the foreseeable future. Please direct any issues you have with them towards me. I will be sure to handle them.
We
Very
lost
well, young
Cole.
master. SureAI and I will go and start making up their rooms. You are not the only ones who returned for the festival. Indeed, I think there's someone coming down the stairs now. As you hear boots against stone. And Kelly, this is your time to shine.
So Gwen will come down the stairs. Soren, you'll notice that she looks haggard as hell. She's cut off all her blonde hair. It's now very dark brown. Super pale skin and just bags under her eyes.
I wave at Gwen and I step over and say, it's good to see you.
She'll look you up and down and go, "What the hell happened to you?"
Long story. I'm sure they will regale you of the tales at some point, but for now, let's retire. I've just got off the road, and I'm sure they're quite tired as well as I am.
Quite the party with you.
Someone else has come down the other stairs and is leaning against the railing, looking down at you, munching on an apple.
Azriel nudges Brittany.
Soren stands up straighter, and more formally, and steps over towards the rest of the party as Corwin makes his way down the stairs. He's
Hey,
going
Soren!
to.
Hey, Soren! What the heck's up with your face?
Who I wanted to see. He steps forward and grips his brother in his the forearm handshake.
Yeah, he does the same, munching on his apple.
And he's going to squeeze.
He squeezes back.
Can I roll strength?
Sure. Just a strength check. Let me do that for him as well. Let me double check his modifiers. He would have.
Don't make me roll anything. I don't have my stats set up yet.
All right, you win this time, it seems. Although
I give him a big grin. Am I taller than him yet?
I'm not sure.
That's up to you. That's up to you. Soren's quite tall, but the rest of my family's fairly tall as well.
Yeah, I think you're on equal heights or something.
I kind of look up and I kind of try to stand up a little taller and look at him, and as I squeeze and say, "Good to see you, brother."
Indeed, indeed. You see two swords on his belt as he's a dual wielder.
How has your arena runs been going lately? Have you been participating?
Easy. You know, I do a little bit of flash here, dance there, slash there, and then I just win, you know? It just comes easy.
Of course, it's always so easy for you, isn't it?
Yeah, munches on apple. looks around your room, the room at your companions. Who are they?
Casually leans against wall, falls down because she was too casual. Hello.
Well, that's
These
kinda
are
gross.
these are my companions from Citsan. They've traveled with me from there. We're returning from a successful quest. I kind of gloat a little bit at that.
And I can play a song and tell everyone about our heroic actions, especially Soren's heroics, who brought us all back from the dead.
Well, maybe next time. I'm actually going out on a date. He checks his little clockwork watch. That's, kind of like one of those noble watches.
Oh, let me guess. From an elder family.
Yes, of course. You know me so well. But yeah, eldest brother is upstairs. He's just eating. If you want to go see him. But I'll be back. Finger
Yep,
guns on
you
his
sure
way out.
Unfortunately, you will. Have a good
Finger
evening.
guns back. Very awkward. Wonders why Brittany finger guns, and she's like super awkward about that now.
It's like, God, why did I do that?
No, don't think. I see what you're doing. Don't think about it. You did great. It was great.
I'm not sure I needed a wingman, but I appreciate it.
No, you got that.
Alright, we'll go attend to your rooms. Enjoy your stay at the Ashworth Manor. And they go into the servant entrances and stuff and start working on preparing your rooms.
All right.
Azriel is just uncomfortable in general with all the niceness because she
Going to
has not
step
lived in fancy places at all
100%.
ever.
Arlo as well. Arlo was just like, having a cottage in Citsan given to him was a lot, and he's just like,
Alright, if you wish to go meet with your eldest brother, that's upstairs. If you wish to just go around the manor, you can also do that as well.
Soren's gonna spin around and bow and say, "You have free roam, but if you don't know where to go, you can always stick with me, and I will introduce you to any of my family I run into."
Thorin, why are you standing on your head?
It's like
I
at a
understand.
party where you only know one person. So
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I only know you, so
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
gonna
that's
stick around you.
I turned around to face you guys to bow, and then I
Oh,
go out.
Ezrin's looking at the staff.
Indeed, there's a lot of weapons and items around the manor. Nothing too valuable. Everything of that, like family relics, are kept at the family estate. But there are some decent things here.
Thorin is going to lean on the railing as he's going up the stairs towards Ezrin because he's looking at the thing below him and say, "Just ask before you touch. That's all we require."
I'm just looking.
Well,
Britt looks at Gwen. So, you come here more often?
More
Live
often.
here? But I've been away for quite a few months now, so I've only been home this past week or so.
I kind of like say to Britt as I'm walking up the stairs, she's my next oldest sister. She is also the younger of the one of the younger of the family, so she's here more often than not.
Yes,
At
but
least-
Ren's the baby, so...
Don't
Ren?
call me
Is his name Ren?
Ren.
Oh,
Ren?
Well, Ren, if you want to tease him.
please don't.
But I am Britt, and I would love to be your best friend because you know exactly how to bully Soren, or Ren as I now know.
Ren's going to go up the stairs to avoid this.
Why not?
Alright, let me move you to the dining room, because that's where that leads to.
Arlo's just gonna be following Ezrin into whatever room this is.
Alright, that's a Drake skull. Killed by one in the Ashworths long ago.
Now, I got a question for you, Ezrin.
Yeah, are you looking at this?
I'm looking at this. Do you think we could get one of these?
Wait, okay, is it like real? Is this like a real dragon head, or is it like a?
Touch it. Touch it. See
It's
if
real.
it's real.
It's a real Drake's head.
Try touching it. See if it's real.
You're
Don't
stealing
touch
your
it.
stuff, Gwen.
Don't, don't.
Ezra's reaching out, but not quite touching it.
No.
I
Stab him.
come over
Stab him,
and
Gwen.
I slap your hand with my metallic arm.
Ow!
We just wanted to see if it was real.
Don't touch things.
What do you mean? What's the thing? I just want.
What's the
little
point of
Jerry
having-
Seinfeld.
At this point, they both remember what Soren said. Ask before you touch.
What's the point of having things if you can't touch them?
That's what I'm saying. I just wanted to see. I've never seen a Drake before. I wanted to see what it felt like.
I mean, we did see one, but
Did we? Say,
No,
we
that was
didn't
a
touch it.
dragon. This is a Drake. There is a
Yeah,
difference.
the dragon is very scary.
Just like a pug version of like a dog. Like, oh hey, it's cute, kind of. Doesn't bark a lot.
I have to ask, are there any family pets around here? I am bored.
Do we have?
I'm sure we have plenty. One of my eldest brothers is very into agriculture and groundskeeping and
There's gotta
all
be
the
cats.
things that entails. This
Cat.
is a small estate. I'm sure there's plenty of various animals around. If they're
Yeah, Servius's dogs are probably around her. We'll go look.
Oh, I miss Willow. She'd be able to talk to pets. You know, I had a best friend, Willow. She was able to talk to animals, and it was great. I'm still not sure if she actually talked to the animals or if she's just crazy and talking to herself, but both was great.
Okay, as we have you guys
Oh,
split
so
up into
much.
groups. Yeah. As you guys split into groups, one with Gwen kind of realizing, oh gosh, she talks so much. And then Arlo and Ezra just looking around the estate. We're gonna move over
Yeah, we kind of snuck away to see what we could get into.
where Azrael and Soren have gone upstairs. Soren,
Soren.
you see Aurel Ashworth sitting at the head of the table,
What the fuck? He's hot.
reading a tome while he is like kind of like lounging after his meal. He glances your way as you come up, but he doesn't stand up to greet you. He just kind of nods and goes back to his reading.
I step forward and give a fairly deep bow and say, hello, Arel. It's nice to see you again. I am returning from Citsan on a successful quest.
I heard. Take a seat.
Oh no, he's mean.
I step sideways as Azrael enters the room, and I motion towards her. Here's Azrael. She is also from Citsan. She is here with me for the benefit of the Echo Knights.
Build
Build
Knights.
Knights.
The Bell Knights, yes. I just spilled a drink on me. Give me 1 second. Azrael, you take the lead.
But
I like to imagine that you were like, I spilled a drink on me in game too. So like Soren just walking around with a drink and
He just knocked a goblet over off the table.
He looks at you, Azrael, and then he kind of nods again and says, "Take a seat as well. It's good that you are here too."
it was over here. It sits.
This sounds like an important conversation. It's a good thing Arlo.
I guess she'll
and
take
Ezra
off her hood. She's had her hood on the whole time, so she'll take off her hood.
How fares Citsan these last months?
Well, it's no longer under the control of the Shadowfell. It's been cleansed. My sister is kind of helping rebuild it now and restored the Order of the Veiled Knights. And resurrected a god, but, you know.
Acceptable then.
Yes, Umayas is back in. Well, as much as he can be. He's still Umayas. I have, as you can see, he traces the brand on his face, become a servant of Veus. That is the price of my companions' lives. So.
Indeed, we'll talk about that in a moment. But first, more pressing business. The trade agreement between our family and Citsan has been going adequately. Father is not displeased, and I am not either.
Good. I figured it would be beneficial to be ahead of the curve on that. At least in front of the other families of Drenix. There is a wide array of resources in Citsan, and they can use some of the manpower and resources we can supply.
Indeed. And we can use the relics and wealth that has been lost to ages. You did well. You brought honor to our house. And it's for that reason that I put your name forward for knighthood during this year's festival.
He's going to stand up immediately, almost knocking his chair over, and bow deeply and say, "Thank you, eldest brother."
Yeah, he doesn't even like respond at all. He's just like flipping through his book as he drops that bomb on you. Of course, you're
God, he's so cool.
You left a few months ago and came back a stronger knight and a well more defined man. Even if you are worshipping a god and under oath, it should not interfere with your oath to Drenix.
On the contrary, I think if he breaks his oath to Drenix, it'd be even worse.
I have more than enough reason to keep my oaths intact now. And he kind of grins at his eldest brother, and he bows again. Thank you for this opportunity that you've given me.
Indeed. What was your name again? He looks at you, Azrael. I don't think you introduced yourself. Oh, he introduced you, but...
I am Azrael Belaya. I have the same last name as Aruna.
Indeed. Alright. You are here for the exchange? You almost
yes.
go through the process of the oath, but you do not have to necessarily take it. You will be attuned in a way to Soren's. If you break the oath to Drenix, he will just be the one to be punished for it.
I look at her and say, this is a big step, but, I mean, 8 months of training, I believe you are trustworthy, as well as being the sister of the head priest of Umayas.
I have no intention of breaking any oaths, so...
And after the few months you'll be here under the exchange process, you'll be sent back, so don't worry too much. It won't be for life, unlike for Soren.
Life isn't so bad when everything you know and love is here.
Flips through his book. Are you hungry? Do you need food?
No, I'm sure I'm sure the groundskeepers and the cooks will take care of all of my companions when they deem to show themselves at the table downstairs.
So be it. There's a message, just ring the bell for Percival if you need anything. I have to go attend to some business in the city proper, but I'll be back later this eve. Try to keep your companions under control, he says as he kind of hears the discussion about the wyvern kind of echoing through the house.
I kind of give him a small smile and say, I will attempt to. I don't believe anything they do will be deemed harmful. It may be uncouth, but they are good people.
Your report did mention that one of them is of a knightly family. Ezrin, was it?
Yes, the one that has taken on, I believe it was Leviathan blood is what he told me. It's quite exotic and it has changed his body, but he is stronger for it, I believe.
And you can vouch for his humanity still, his devotion to our cause.
Yes, he is still quite devoted and very much in control of himself.
You're gonna hear like an echo of like, Arlo, do you think I can lift this thing above my head?
Oh yeah.
And then I shall put him forward as well. You have both succeeded in the same deed. It is fit you get the same reward.
Bow again and thank him for that. And I say I will go inform him of this immediately. And I'm going to begin my way out.
Oh, okay.
Just as I was like, we're leaving.
Letting him know that he's being put up for knighting in Drenix is probably pretty important.
She like bows to him as she leaves.
Yeah, Earl just kind of like waves you off, and then he kind of, after you guys leave, he closes his book and he starts to get ready for his meeting.
And she
move
puts
you
her
guys
hood
back
back on.
All right. Back in the Drake room.
I'm telling you, Guinevere, I could lift this whole thing above my head.
You'll break it.
No.
It's priceless.
No.
I'll give him bardic inspiration. Toot toot.
Do not. Put the horn away. It's so loud. Stop it in my ear.
Listen, Ezra, I'm telling you
Would
this
you like
right
me
now.
to use the flute instead?
No.
They have an immaculate lawn. I bet there's all sorts of heavy things to lift out there.
You better be right.
I know I'm right. Let's go outside.
Slither this
As
way.
Soren is walking in, I'm going to call and say, Ezrin, I need you for a moment.
Nope, we're already at the door. We're going, my dude.
Ezrin, I need
Then
you
I'm
for a
going
moment.
to kill them.
All right. Yeah. What? Yeah. What's up?
Since you deemed not to follow me, I must inform you myself. My brother, Orel Ashworth, has decided to grant you the same benefit as me, and put his word and name in for your knighting.
Oh, that's
Of Drenix.
excellent. That's the
It
whole
is
reason I'm
excellent.
here.
Be sure to give him thanks when you can.
Of course. Is he pretty like the rest of you?
I don't know if I would consider myself pretty.
No,
I'll-
you don't
Azrael,
even. Don't
call
even
from
put
the
yourself
corner.
down like that.
Azrael will call from the corner. Just yes.
Ren, you're doing fine.
Listen, you are the spitting image of handsome. Now, do you have cornhole out here?
Listen, if your parents are half as attractive as you, I can get why, and he'll do like the finger thing, like I get it, All right, anyway.
And so you have there very interesting company.
I'm going to.
I know
turn
I am
towards-
really interesting. Do you want me to tell you more about me?
Please, no.
I'm going to turn towards Guinevere.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
Say-
anyway.
I'm going to apologize to Gwen. I immediately say I apologize. Britt is quite a handful, but she is a reliable companion.
If you're sure, it's bound to be more reliable than my companions.
No,
You hear through the open doors, you see and hear Aurel walk down the stairs and discuss something with Percival for looking into the room and speaking to Guinevere. Do you like show your acknowledgement, or do you?
Yeah, she'll look up and go, yeah? Like, nervous.
We'll speak later about your knighting ceremony. I think you earned it as well.
Oh. That's unexpected, thank you.
Time to go pull in some favors.
that's
I,
fantastic news, Gwen. What did you,
I thought I was in so much trouble. I really fucked up my mission, Soren.
what did you do to earn his? You know he is infamously hard to impress.
Yeah, it's a long story. I fucked up the mission, but I'm magic now, so maybe that.
Magic, that's all it takes.
I don't know. I like show him my arm, and it's like one of her arms is just gone and replaced with like a metal arm, and I'm like, this cost the family a lot. I thought I was in so much trouble.
The family can afford stuff like that, unfortunately. Well,
Yeah.
fortunately. And-
Very fortunately.
The issue is, if I didn't have the Veiled Knights to guide me on this path, I wouldn't have magic either. I wonder if he would still have knighted me.
I mean, magic can be gotten in so many ways. I make pretty tunes and make the magic go brrr. It's great.
You say that, but I am
Not with a horn.
infamously untalented compared to the rest of my siblings.
I can teach you some like work on the horn. Maybe you can toot.
All right. As you guys have that discussion, I'll move over to the tourists. I imagine is the correct term to give them as they look around this massive estate.
We wandered outside. I wanted to play cornhole, but now I'm seeing a bow and arrow set up, and I'm
An
like,
archery range for training.
now this is what I'm talking about.
Azrael, we were just discussing who is the better shot.
I mean, listen, I'm not entirely great with bows,
I'm gonna go ahead and say none of us.
Oh,
but
come
I am
on.
willing to give it a shot. Pun intended.
Nice. All right, Ezra's gonna pick up a bow, and he wants to take a shot at the range.
Shouldn't we ask first?
No,
Nope.
shh, no, come on. The
don't
whole
They
this is
don't need to
outside.
know.
Yeah, they don't need to know. Shh.
They're so 100% going to shoot in a window.
They gave us free reign of the estate.
Do I
We're
need
They
to-
guests
said ask
here.
before we touch.
Luckily,
need to-
that side of the
Well,
building
this
has
isn't
been
this isn't
planned.
necessarily inside.
Do I need to
That
roll
side of
for
the
anything?
building- that side of the building's been planned for a range, so you should be safe.
Ezra wants to shoot. Oh, I want to try to get a bullseye.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. I want to see.
All right. If you're
Put it
gonna
on
be,
target.
if you want to have a longbow challenge, just roll. Use your dexterity for that. So it would be a 1d20 plus 3 plus whatever your dex score is, which is 0. So just a 1d20 plus 3. And if you need to remember how to roll, it's bracket 1d20
Bracket.
plus
Okay.
3, and then end bracket. 19's not that bad.
Oh, how'd I do?
You hit it. You don't get a bullseye, but you do hit close to the center.
Haha!
What is?
Surprised you don't snap the bow when you do it.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Big man's not so bad.
All right, what do I roll for this?
You just
1d20.
roll a 1d20 plus your dex because you don't have proficiency in longbow, so it's a plus.
Okay,
2.
so 1d20 plus 2.
Oh no!
Critical failure. You kind of pull it back and release the string, but you had your eyes closed and you look and you just see it flying over the edge of the family estate towards the city.
Listen, I told you I'm a magic man, you know?
You're lucky there's a lot of land that way.
We'll find out if he's lucky or not.
All I'm
no.
saying is I could do one of these.
69, nice.
Nice.
Fucking
And
nerds.
Arlo's just gonna point his spear at the target and fire off an Eldritch Blast.
What?
You incinerate the target. And
It doesn't incinerate. It deals force damage.
Yeah.
If I knew we were gonna.
Sorry,
I just
forgot.
blow that hay bale apart.
Oh my god.
Soren.
See, that's what I'm saying. I can hit things.
And Britt, you hear, a little. Oh, they're playing with bows, and you hear a from an Eldritch Blast outside.
It doesn't sound like that. It's more like a loud thud.
Uh-huh.
Well, if I had known we could just do what we're best at, I would have gone and hit it with my axe.
Listen, what you are best at is significantly more devastating than what I am best at.
I mean, let me show you what I'm best at. I want to hit this hay bale with my axe as hard as I can.
All right.
This was supposed to be a ranged accuracy test, not hit things with a sword.
Do I need to do anything?
Just roll an attack roll with your axe.
Azrael reaches out to be like, wait, never mind.
Okay, DM. Knowing what I know, would Ezrin be welcome in the arenas?
If they were open, yes. They're not open this time of year.
I'm gonna have to enroll him in the arenas if he keeps this up.
All right, 20 for the hit. All right. Okay, give me a second.
Jesus Christ.
I blew a hay bale apart. You're about to cut a hay bale in half. Hey, we both did the same amount of damage, though.
Hell yeah, dude.
Overlays.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not expect it to blow that thing apart.
Listen, I would be disappointed if we didn't, get into some trouble this session.
I was really hoping I'd roll a 1 on the Eldritch Blast, too, and just
go soaring over the fucking...
fire it off into, break the masonry behind it or something.
Thorin is trying so hard to be, super proper around his
You got so quiet.
Fucking great.
Trying to find a crater, that's the best I can do. You just make a huge crater in the yard.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I just lifted the axe above my head, just lifted it down as hard as I could.
I'm gonna look at Ezreal and be like, I feel like he really just I didn't mean for that to happen. I feel like this got a little out of hand.
Well, listen, if we were gonna show off what we're best at.
You already know, I'm just saying, I don't know, I'm not a bowman, you're a martial guy.
The people inside, you hear a massive crater making noise from outside.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Wasn't me.
What the hell are they doing out there?
Listen,
I don't know.
Thorin's going to jog out.
Thorin's still holding the bow.
Ezra's leaning against his axe, looking down at the ground. That's a nice crater. That's good.
Ezrin, what are you doing?
Listen,
we're practicing. This is what this area is for, right? Practice.
Awesome.
Practicing archery with these. He picks up the arrows and throws them at Ezrin.
I mean, to be fair, he did hit the thing with an arrow first.
He showed. I mean, he hit the other one that's not completely destroyed. He did good with. It's just got a little. I mean, he just got excited.
Please don't destroy the property.
Oh, come on.
So Gwen, you said that you're a magic user too. Will you make a bigger crater?
Ezrin moves.
You see SureAI come back out with gardening tools and starts trying to put the dirt back to where it was.
Wait.
So I'm going to step up and put my hand on SureAI and say, please stop.
Listen,
Ezrin,
I can fix this.
Ezrin, please.
She'll back up.
SureAI, thank you, SureAI, but I'm going to make him clean this up.
Oh,
No.
I don't have a problem cleaning up my own messes, of course.
No,
Sit back.
No, Ezra, hold on. I literally have something exactly for this. And I'm gonna cast Mold Earth and just bring the ground back level.
You bring the dirt on the ground back level, but does not get rid of the excess dirt that has been exploded out.
Oh no, I'm not fixing the turf is fucked. You're gonna have to reseed that. I'm sorry for that.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure one of my brothers can handle that. But
You know, the lovely thing is this is great grass growing weather right now.
All right.
I'm gonna just set the bow back down on the table.
I don't mind the archery practice. I mind the crater creating.
You know, when in Rome.
Did she have a broom or anything?
She had like she went and got gardening tools. So yeah, like there's like a rake, there's a couple of shovels and all that kind of stuff.
I'll take the rake. Here, I will clean this up, of course.
Is Gwen now doing the nanny the fuck?
Absolutely, she's just stood like, what the hell is happening?
My brother comes home with all these guys and they just start breaking the house. What am I gonna tell
I look
Dad?
back at Gwen and say, I'm sorry. We've been in an environment where we could generally let loose whenever we needed to, if you get my drift. Restraint is not our strong suit, or it hasn't been for the past couple of months.
Ezra's just gonna be using her
realize
rake.
any damages will be like on you if your friends damage the house.
Oh, I am very aware.
All right.
Okay.
Sorrel
It's
will
not
come up.
anything worse than what I've done before, though.
Sorrel will come
Remember
up.
when I almost burned the place down?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, but
My
Sorrel
man.
will come up to you, Soren, and say, "Very well. I shall go attend to the room matter then. They shall be ready shortly for you all to rest and recover."
Thank you, Sir. And bow towards her again.
I'm just gonna walk up to Ezra and just press the digitation, clean the excess dirt off of him from just making that mess.
Oh, thank you.
You're gonna stain your shirt if you leave that dirt on there.
He just has a leather cloak on, so.
Oh,
It's
I see a purple shirt in your portrait.
It's like it's a skin. It's a scales.
It's a skin.
It's a
He's a
skin.
purple
Well, listen,
boy.
That's part of me.
listen, moisturize. You know.
Ezra's just gonna rake the dirt to the a corner over here. That's what he's gonna be doing.
All right. So, what you guys want to do next is up to you. You can go visit Ezrin's estate and then settle back in here for the evening, or you can do that later. But we're nearing the end of the prologue because we got everyone here. It just all that's left is for Arlo to continue eastward. Brittany to get settled in one of the rooms here, and then everyone else is ready for their section ones.
So Gwen, what are you doing tonight?
Round.
Nothing planned.
Like, would you like to show me around Drenix?
I look at Gwen and I'm just frantically, don't do it! Don't do it!
Ezra's gonna shout, "Britt, tell her you're a hero!"
I am indeed a hero, and I have a lot of good heroic tales. I'd love to hear yours.
I would rather just go get drunk, if that's okay with you.
I love getting drunk.
Good.
Soren's hand meets his face, and he sighs and gives up.
Are you not coming, Ren?
No, I'm going to rest and check on my rooms and my projects that I left behind.
Bye, Ren.
Please never call me that.
Your room is on the second story, and I'll move you to it if you want to go there and see what it looks like.
Sure. Thank you.
It's a nice looking room.
It is a
know
nice
about
looking
you.
room. Soren's gonna go through all his letters, including the proposals for marriage and stuff, and then look through them all and throw them all away.
What a
Oh, man.
badass! Holy shit!
Let's see how many you have.
So cool.
I'm
A
gonna
lot.
roll to see how many. 18. Yeah.
All right. Do you all want to go check out Ezrin's estate? Ezrin, do you want to go back to your house essentially here? Is that something Ezra wants to do? If not, you
I
don't
don't-
have to.
I don't know if I'm ready to face my mother yet.
If Ezra needs help, I did offer him assistance in explaining to his mother his circumstances and that he has the backing of the Ashworth family.
That's up to everybody else if they want to deal with that today.
I'm happy to watch it, but I'm getting drunk with Gwen.
Yeah, in character, yeah. So it'd be probably, it could be just be a Ezra solo adventure, and maybe Arlo
Yeah,
wants to go
if
along.
he doesn't tell Soren what he's doing, or
Oh,
doesn't-
Arlo's absolutely coming. He's not gonna go face that alone.
All right.
Ezreal,
yeah,
it's
no.
I'd go too.
All right, so I'll move you three to the new map, and we'll deal with that, and then we'll call it a session.
Ezrin and I are boys.
He's like, if I'm gonna go face my mother, my boy's coming with me.
This should be a really fast
I did
download for you
notify
guys.
Ezrin that if he needs it, he can use the Ashworth name in defense of his current state.
Wow, that was fast. Holy shit.
I think you guys loaded it before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I still haven't loaded it, so.
Oh wait, you're not there, but you can follow them around and all that kind of jazz.
Sounds good to
So,
me.
you leave the massive and very ornate Ashworth Manor and kind of head down towards this, the more run-down estates, the ones for the new bloods, the ones who can't afford it, but they pretty much have gotten them, essentially, because of their knighthood.
They've been granted it, basically,
Yes. And Ezrin, you come along a familiar, fence. You didn't grow up here. This is relatively new, but you've been here before.
Right, okay.
You're not sure if your parents are here right now, or if they're back, living off, maybe living at their new land that you've been given, or will be given more so because of your knightlyhood. But your family do own like a kind of like a relatively well-off merchant house. We haven't decided yet, but they do own one.
Cool.
So this is relatively new.
Oh, all right. Wow, this is kind of nice. Not as nice as
Now-
where we were.
No, man, this is nice. I mean, I literally grew up inside of a tree, so.
I personally prefer the old house. I don't like all this. Ugh. I not good taste.
What do you
Very
mean?
murky water hasn't really been taken too care of yet.
Listen, you just
Ugh.
need to
It's
shock this with a little
It's
bit
been
of-
neglected. Well, when knight families no longer produce knights, they go to live on the land that they were granted, and their estates in the city are no longer theirs.
Listen, all I'm saying is you shock this with a little bit of chlorine, it'll be back in order.
What's chlorine?
Chlorine is water and salt with electricity. You think they don't have chlorine in fantasy? You could summon lightning bolts. You just
They
shock
don't have
some salt
chlorine, but
water.
they do have precipitation, so I don't...
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, I suppose we'll get this over with. This should go
No,
wonderfully.
man.
Well,
Hey,
you've
listen,
been.
before we go in there, what's your mother's name?
Christ, I forgot. I sent it all to.
So,
All right, hold on.
If, when in doubt, Soren did notify you that you were being granted knighthood.
Yeah.
So you can always use that to back yourself up. Be like, I may look like this, but I'm a knight now.
Just looking for my where I sent that to Cry.
Where's my mom?
What are the names of my parents? I don't remember anymore. It's been so long.
Listen, I don't know Arlo's parents' name.
I wrote
Never
this like
came up.
all in like a fucking day.
You did,
That
yeah.
I just all right. Her name's
Ezra
Sarah.
forgets about Mother's Day. Doesn't send
Her-
roses.
Her name's Sarah.
A good name.
Father's name is Harrow.
An odd name.
Do not bring that up.
You got it.
Alright, do you knock on the door?
He's gonna let out a loud sigh and he's gonna knock. Just a big loud 3 knocks.
You hear someone far off in the estate go, "Oh crap." And you hear a bunch of bottles being pushed somewhere.
Oh no.
You hear a door inside opening, and you hear someone walking towards the front door. You hear someone readjusting their clothes, and you see it open. And it's your quote-unquote butler.
Oh no.
And I'm guessing I've met him,
You've
right?
met him before. He's been like a servant for your family for like 7 to 8 years.
Willard!
Oh yeah. What the heck? Alright, yeah. Alright, I think I got a letter about that somewhere. You looked at all the mail that your family's gotten, just in a pile over there. Yeah.
Oh, Well, at least you
Oh,
read.
good. You've been informed.
Yeah,
this.
but seeing is believing, am I right? Give me a second.
Well, good thing you only got one of those things to see with. Finger
oh,
guns.
Yeah.
Listen, Ezrin, I want you to know I'm immediately already so much more comfortable here.
Me too.
Willard, this is a good guy. He's like, come on, bring it in. He's gonna go to hug him.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's a lot more laid back than the actual.
Are you introducing me to Willard here?
Is Willard gonna hug me back?
He will get hugged by you, but he's not the hugging type.
Okay, Ezra's gonna reach out and give him a big hug, and then he's gonna look back. Oh, these are my new traveling companions. This is Arlo, and this is Azrael.
Nods.
Willard, hi. Hello, Willard.
They're both attractive. Well done. Well, come on in.
This is Willard. He's been with my family for years.
Flattery will get you inside the house, won't it?
Well, sorry about the mess. I knew you were coming.
Will's hood farther overhead.
Oh, it looks great.
There's
Don't
bottles
listen.
everywhere.
You work hard, Willard, and he's gonna put his hand on his shoulder. You work hard. Don't worry about it.
Oh, this is why I like you, young master. You're not like your parents. You understand. Speaking of, they're not here right now. They have been in this city. They may come in a couple weeks' time, but...
Ezrin's gonna let out a sigh of relief. Oh, could not face my mother today.
Neither could I. He looks around at the mess.
Ezra's just gonna kind of slide across the floor and kind of slide the bottles out of the way as he's sliding around.
Huh. Cool. Right, well, you two, nice to meet you. I'm Willard Campion. I'm a retired mercenary. I work for the Kelsum family. Make yourself at home.
Yeah, come in. Let's.
All right. Listen, where are we going? We're main room.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
This is the main lobby. Connects to all the other rooms. There's the study. There's the lounge room.
Listen, Willard, we just got out of an incredibly stuffy household. I'm wondering.
Hey, don't talk about my home like that. It's home.
You're not here. Where's the goblins?
Where's the what? Sorry, I was laughing at some meta joke.
Where's the goblets?
You want a drink? Yeah, give me a second.
We haven't.
I've got 2 bottles of very fine wine.
You've had wine this whole time?
Thank the gods.
Yeah, Goblets are just very small goblins.
He takes out some very old-looking bronze goblets and brings them over and goes, "Hey, fill them up. Drink more. Really. There's a dining table to over there. There's like a study to the right. I don't care what you drink. Just give me some of it."
Oh yeah, no. This is to share. All right, we'll just go in here.
We'll go to the dining area.
And I will mark 1 bottle of Nullberry wine off of my inventory.
This is fancy wine.
Yeah,
this is the good shit. Aruna got
gone
me
up
this.
by 20 gold.
Yeah, Nullberry wine can't be made anymore because the Shadowfall's gone.
A gift from your sister, frankly. I'm not one to hold on to bottles of wine. You drink it. I might die tomorrow. I'm not gonna wait.
I'm pretty sure she has like 5 of them in her house that are never gonna get consumed, so
we'll see.
He waits. Willard waits for his glass.
Oh yeah, no, I pour 4 glasses.
He downs it. Oh, that's kind of a burning sensation, kind of.
You're supposed to say. Oh well, and to each their own.
Ezra drinks it all in one drink.
Again, I'm going to be sipping it like a distinguished gentleman.
So,
that's why you never break out the good bottles for your friends.
No.
So,
Speaking
Ezra,
of good bottles, I'm gonna get some more wine. I'll be right back.
Speaking of wine, I see you've been doing those trading exercises I showed you back when you were younger still.
Oh yeah, real big handy coming to Citsan and having a little bit of experience in fighting. Thanks to you.
Good. Can you still use them? Do you need me to come up with some new fighting styles for you? Because I know you don't have legs.
It looks down at Tail. If you could figure something out I could do with this, sure.
I'll see if there's anything I saw in my travels. Oh, so go on, handsome one.
Oh,
yes.
I was gonna say that thing looks awfully weighty. I imagine just smacking somebody with it would probably do a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. It would do terrible damage.
It could probably knock people over.
Terrible damage.
Oh, I like you, Willard.
Azriel just drinks more.
Like me enough for another wine glass, huh?
I'll pull another glass for him. This
Nice.
one's a little bit shallower because we're in the second half of the bottle.
Willard's great.
Decidedly more my speed. Do we have to go back over there to rest, or can we sleep here tonight?
Oh man, I didn't make any of the beds. There's really no sheets or anything. But if you want to sleep on the floor, I mean, yeah, that's your it works for me.
I mean, you know, Willard, I'll think about it over this bottle of wine. How about that?
Yeah.
Are my parents gonna be here anytime in the next day?
I could send for them if you want them.
No, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Well, here's the question: how long am I going to be staying in town?
That is up
I
to
know
you.
I was supposed to be introduced to Sword's family, but all I met was his sister who was giving me shit about trying to.
You're the one that
See
didn't
what a
follow
trick's
him up
like.
the stairs.
Well, you know, you didn't
You
ask
met
me to
some
follow
of
you.
his family.
I mean, you were invited to stay, and they prepared rooms for you at the estate, so you have time.
I imagine if we go back, we'll meet them. I know I can't stay long. I have to be getting back to the Imperium.
Oh yeah. Good travels that way this time of year.
It's such a long hike, man, and it's so humid.
Oh, it should be better this time of year at least. It's getting cold. You might get there in winter.
A nice sweater weather is what they call it these days, right? Speaking of, Willard, do you know of any good cobblers in town? Because I've gotten, he just looks down at his feet, one boot that's just like still half eaten from that acid I stood in that one time. I need some
Shadow
new
Fell water.
shoes.
Yeah. I know some cobblers in town. If you need the shoes right away, I got some that may fit you.
I don't think I'll need my shoes anymore. So
Are we the
don't
same
worry.
size?
How you
You
guys
seem
are
like
like-
more of like a 14. I'm a 12. You know, like
Yeah, but with some
What?
padding, we can make it work.
I like you guys asking for all this shit when, like, the rooms at the Ashford estate probably have clothes for you already ready. You just didn't go
Yeah,
up to the rooms.
the difference is your family's intimidating, and this household is great.
This is like a rundown manor scene with like a drunk mercenary butler.
this is 100% Arlo speed.
They probably had like clothes that were in fashion and high quality, like ready for you on your bed at my estate.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
just
think
like, "I need
Azriel would have worn
shoes."
those.
I know, you're just like, I need shoes over here.
You know, they just the little. You know, I've got some calluses built up. They're blistered the first week we were traveling on the road, but you know, got better.
Well, if you want to stay in town for the festival, I mean, you might as well do that.
Might as well.
Win some money, some prizes too.
Here's a question: do you need money to make money?
Some of them have buy-ins, I think. Yeah.
Admittedly, I have none. Kind of.
I've
So
noticed
here's
some, but
the
I'm broke
deal.
too.
Well, yeah, it's
I still have
times are tough, you know.
I still have 100 gold that I never spent in our last campaign. I'm gonna throw like the whole bag at Arlo.
Oh, whoop. There we
I'm
go.
home. I'm home now. What do I need money for? And he's gonna keep drinking.
A lot of
Ain't that
things.
the truth?
You need money for a lot of things, Ezra.
Nah, come on. He's just gonna like nudge him, like, come on.
I was gonna say, if I
Wait,
just heard right, he's
technically,
a
like-
knight now. Or
I'm a
going to
knight.
be.
I don't need this. And then he's just take the gold.
Yeah, anything you guys need, like the Soren family would probably help you out with if you had the balls to ask.
I'm deleting the 100 gold out of my inventory. It's
I'm
gone.
adding
It's
100 gold
it's
to
yours.
my inventory.
Are you
I'm
guys
adding.
hearing something about the Ashworth estate from the window?
Yeah,
Hold on, let me take a look at.
Huh.
dummies.
My ears are literally burning right now, and I don't know if that's the Nulberry wine or not.
You're dumb.
Well, make yourselves at home. I already do. But yeah, if you need anything, don't ask. I probably won't come. I'm gonna go lay down in the library.
That is my man.
He's gonna fist bump Willard as he walks by.
You know, I call it a library, we don't have any books in there.
Yeah, who needs them?
Azriel looks in her backpack full of books. Yeah. Mostly stuff she's written herself.
Oh, Azrael, Arlo, are we staying here? Or are we going back?
I gotta say, this is a fantastic establishment. I really, really like your home. But
Yeah, I've only been here a couple times, but not bad.
But I do like beds.
That's true.
Well, at the risk of running into my parents, Willard, love the man, does not know anything. They could be here any moment. I'm okay with leaving.
Well, here's the deal. I'm about 100 gold richer than I was about 30 seconds ago. Do we want to go hit the town?
You know what? He looks at empty drink. Let's do it.
That's what I'm thinking. And we will go find a bar.
He's gonna say, "Come, Azrael. I know a place that serves a great chicken."
Ezrin, as you
Alright.
walk by
Chicken.
the massive pile of letters, do you wish to do a cursory glance to see if any of them interest you as you walk out of the estate?
What is it here?
A pile of letters.
Oh.
Lots of letters.
Yeah, alright. So when Ezra's walking by, he's gonna notice a pile of letters, so he'll take a peek and see if anything is...
Roll me a quick investigation roll.
I'm looking. There it is.
Alright.
Oh.
You see a letter from the Glenford family.
Who are they?
Roll me a history check.
I have proficiency in that.
You think that they're a decently like well-off knight family, probably not as much as an Ashworth, but only a little bit below them.
Okay.
It's a marriage proposal.
What is the from whom?
Oh no!
From one of
They
the
don't know.
daughters.
Do they know what he looks like right
They do not.
Do I know what they look like? The person that sent the letter.
You do not.
Ezrin will
Watch him be a snake lady.
Ezrin will be like, and we'll pocket this for later.
All right.
Pocket the letter.
You have pocketed the single marriage proposal you got.
Just the one. Hey, if it's just one, that's kind of special. I'm gonna hold on to that. Maybe I'll run into. What's her name?
It is. Let me double check my note. Sinsley.
How do you spell that?
Are your lower parts the same?
Let me roll.
That's
for that.
rude. That's rude.
Let me roll for that, he says.
They are similar.
Interesting.
Good enough.
Yeah, Ezrin will just kind of like, why not? And I'll think about it, and he'll just walk out.
All right.
Wait. He'll knock on the wall. Tuk, tuk, tuk.
It's war.
Willard.
It's war.
What, Willard? No, it's not the war. It's me.
Where's
it's
my
Ezrin.
sword?
It's Willard. Put the sword down. It's Ezrin.
Oh.
What? Do you remember what the Sinsley girl looks like?
Did you become invisible?
Wait, what was their last name? I forgot.
Glenford.
Do you remember what the Sinsley Glenford looks like? The girl.
Yeah, I can tell you. Just how are you invisible?
Don't worry about it. Just answer the question, and you're gonna go back to sleep.
I mean, I saw her from a distance once. She seemed kind of cute.
Kinda cute. Not bad. Thumbs up. All right. Go back to bed.
Alrighty.
That's an order. You've been
I
working
know.
hard.
I'm just gonna shut my eye for a minute.
And he's gonna come out, like, kind of slapping the letter with his hand before he puts it in his pocket and look at Azrael and Arlo. Someone likes me.
Yeah, he's standing right here. Let's go drink.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you go on a date with somebody in the town there?
It was not a date.
That's not what I heard.
Have you been talking to Aruna?
Well, she is my sister.
No, don't listen to her. She
Can't believe you're gonna
No,
betray
you should listen to
Thorin
her.
like
She's
this.
very wise.
She's very wise, but don't listen to her about opinions of what is a date and what is not. That's wrong.
Don't
Yeah,
take
well,
advice
she
from
seems
advice
pretty
from
right.
her.
I
You'll
can't
get
believe
yourself
you are
killed.
all planning on cheating on Soren. All of you.
You know, it's sort of like when you start a new RPG game, like Dragon Age 2 instead of 1. You're like, huh, Well, I could start. It's like new characters. Maybe I'll try someone else for this romance path. That's how Yes Noah feels right now, back in Citsan.
Soren's harem is falling apart around him. Unfortunate.
Yes, Noah never confirmed what they were. That's on her.
All right. I think we'll call it there then, because you guys just go back to estate, you wrap up your rooms, and then session 1s will be the upcoming week where you actually meet each other and go on your little journeys. Some of you have the benefit of knowing each other ahead of time, but that's just how characters work.
Pog.
Good session.
Good session.
Good job.
Stuff.
Yeah, fun RP. Loved it. It was very good.
Well, and I think you'll like Drenix. Drenix is way more versatile in what I can do for you, rather than Shadowfell, dark and gloomy all the time.
Shadowfell's cool though.
It is cool. It is very cool. Okay.
That was a cool intro. I like that. Good prologue.
Yes.
Very good.
Are we doing this coming Thursday? Are we starting up?
Yes, if I can get all the character information in. This Thursday should be you guys' group 2s, which is Mithra, Osha, Ezra, and you guys, your adventure. And then this upcoming Sunday will be group 1, which is Soren, Guinevere, Hanabi, and all the other characters. So
Von Kelmer Esquire.
Nice.
That's Texas character's name.
All right, let me just end my stream so the VOD gets saved, so we have the point of view from my fail attempt of moving the camera and the DM view on 2 different monitors the whole time.
The classics.
All right,
If
until
you need
next
any
time,
help
on my
with
end.
stuff, I can
I
help.
probably will, because it's very, very basic right now. But we'll see. It'll be fine for just getting a VOD point of view, but...
Mhm.
Alright, let me just hit that little end stream button. There we go.
Yeehaw.
Yay.